在以后，除了双杀着还有其他吗？我左右，键盘琵琶着，时间滴答着，还不够。你的固执让我来守候，哪怕太迟也不想以后。就在这时放肆的打斗。I got the heart of a lion, I know the harder you climb, the harder you fall. I'm at the top of the mountain, too many bodies to count. I've been through it all. I had to weather the storm to get to the level I'm on. That's how the legend was born. All of my enemies already dead. I'm bored, I'm ready for war. They know I'm ready for war. I told them we're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, look at you calling my name. You ought to know by now that we're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, maybe you wonder what your future's gonna be, but I got it all locked up.
I need to keep you around with my feet tied, tied to the ground. The end's nowhere to be found. I don't know why you don't leave me to drown. Oh, don't know where to go unless you say. Don't know what to do unless you stay. Thinking that today will be our day, be our day again.
Winning, losing, either way I'm there. Got an attitude, I'm off the roof, up in the air. Let's run, I make it count, yeah, I'm talking right now. Feel like the comeback kid, got no time to spare. Double up score, 22-4. You know I win a lot, gotta win one more. On a hot street, never gets old. Soda with the ace and my team went gold.
Why am I playing with time as it's ticking away? It's ticking away, away. I'm asking why. It's not a second to waste. They're ticking away, away, They're ticking I'll give it one more try. I don't know why, but I keep coming back every time. I want it more than my life. I don't know why, but it feels so right. Why am I playing with time as it's ticking away? It's ticking away, away. I'm asking why we run for life. It's not a second to waste. It's ticking away, away, half of it. I got dreams of looking up, highs I can get, but nothing feels like how it feels to know these things I don't know yet. The weight of everything, and everything's just fate. Sometimes I'm trapped inside and I don't know what I'm gonna do. But to take on the world is the only thing that we know how to do. I've got dreams of finding out what all of this is for. It's you and me, and everywhere we go it leads to an open door. We've made our mistakes, the good and bad days, but nothing really breaks if I got you. Look at the sky when you go outside, and know there is nothing to keep me back from you. I got dreams of finding out what all of this is for. It's you and me, and know there is nothing, and everywhere we go we're leading to an open door. Keep me back, keep me back, keep me back from you. Keep me back, keep me back, to keep me back, from you. To keep me back, keep me back, from you.
나의 속도가 눈이라면 벤소미 더 세게 괴롭혀봐 나를 rain on me 다가서면 뱅뱅 전부 걸어 게임처럼 너의 고개를 떨굴 때는 댄서니 모두 몸을 걸어 눈이 빛나는 걸로 전부 걸치고 난이 노리는 것들일 거야 발 밑에 쫓아와도 너는 절대 못 껴 넘어질 배포도 없는 애들은 no 따라오지 못하는 건 얄바가 아니지 그래서 the boys not my type 아니 거리동이 틈에 판이 바뀌지 이기는 건 당연하니 cause my type 시시하게 겉으로만 판단하겠지 웃는 얼굴 어서줄게 잘 봐 날 멍청한 애들이 여기 차고 넘치니 바가게 선이 목숨 내못 다 짜증나면 질러
Time slows down when it can get no worse. I can feel it running out on me. I don't want these to be my last words. All forgotten, 'cause that's all they'll be. Now there's only one thing I can do. Fight until the end like I promised to. Wishing there was something left to lose. This could be the day I die for you. What do you see before it's over? Blinding flashes getting closer. Wish that I had something left to lose. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day. Everything I know, everything I hold tight. When to let it go, when to make them all fight. When I'm in control, when I'm out of my mind. When I gotta live, when I gotta die, gotta die. Everything I know, everything I hold tight. When to let it go, when to make them all fight. When I'm in control, when I'm out of my mind. When I gotta live, when I gotta die. This could be the day I die for you. Feeling like there's nothing I can do. This could be the end, it's mine to choose. It's taken me my lifetime just to prove. This could be the day I die for you. Don't let it be the day. What do you see before it's over? Blinded flashes getting closer. Sacrificing everything I knew. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. Everything I know, everything I hold tight. When to let it go, when to make them all fight. When I'm in control, when I'm out of my mind. When I gotta live, when I gotta die.
I don't know what you've been sold, but I'd be insane not to play my role. Yeah, I know I can break a fall, the stakes are low. If I could say one thing, just know that I got a hand that I can lend you. And it don't matter when, no, I'll protect you. Call on me, I'm here whenever. Those who greater than one, move five is better. Just know that I got a hand that I can lend you. And it don't matter when, no, I'll protect you. Call on me, I'm here whenever. Those who greater than one, move five is better. Oh, you think you suck? I think that's unlikely. You can keep on looking, but can't find nobody like me. Eldorado pushing, while I'm pressing in a white tee. You know
All right, hello and welcome to pre-show number 4 here. I've got Steven here with me and our lovely director, Zach. My name is Alec. Today we're going to be talking about a little bit of the changes here in Valorant that we've got going on. So semi big things happening with the map pool. Obviously, we have some sunset changes. We scrimmed it over the weekend. How do you feel about it, Steven?
It's still bad.
Still bad? Yeah. I don't know. You can still kind of spam from B main. The not being able to plant in the front is a little weird. Like you can only plant in that little corner.
Yeah.
And then now mid is like you have to be like hard clear mid now.
Yeah.
Like, it's really scary.
All of it is just different. I
Yeah.
don't know. I thought it was gonna be a lot better than it is.
Yeah.
I don't think it's bad, but I don't think it's good either.
I think it's about the same level of bad and good, but it's just different now. It's a different bad and good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah. What do you feel about that, Zach?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I don't know anything about Sunset. Sunset came out after I stopped playing the game a lot, so it's like pretty unknown. I think I've only seen you guys play on it, and that's about it. So I'm like not a Sunset player.
Yeah.
We beat MSU on that map.
We
oh,
did.
is that right?
That was
okay,
the map we
okay.
beat them on.
And then we never beat them again.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
All right.
I'm
and
sorry.
and then
sorry.
obviously we've got a new map rotation too. It will not come into effect for our ESC matches. I believe it might be for playoffs, but
I don't know.
Still
we
up in the air?
We need confirmation on that so we
Yeah.
know.
we got plus Pearl and plus
Alright.
split and
Spit.
minus Icebox and minus Lotus.
Yeah.
Steven, I know you feel very particular about split. I personally love the map, but how do you feel about split, Steven?
I like the map a lot, but I don't like playing it with you
Why do you not like playing it with me?
because he whines about it. He whines that his teammates don't know how to play the map.
Well, it's not that my teammates don't know how to play the map. It's that the team doesn't know how to play the map.
Well, how do you play the map?
It's just it's like a very so there's this thing called push pull, right?
So
it's-
like strong side, weak side.
Yeah, you really have to like identify early because it's so easy for the attackers just to explode onto the bomb site. Like the barriers are right there, and so the attackers can just explode onto the bomb site.
Yeah.
And you can't let them. So it's hard to retake, it's hard to defend, and so. But it's supposed to be defender sided, and the reason it's supposed to be defender sided is you're supposed to like shift people over very quickly. And if you don't shift people over quickly, like if you don't shift them over quick enough, you'll just get exploded on and lose. And if you shift them over too slow, or like if you shift them over too quickly, but people don't realize, then you just get lurked on.
Yeah.
Well, and that's why you bring things like Sage, right? Like you just put up a wall and slow them down.
That was the original
Yeah.
idea. I don't know. I don't think most teams would play a Sage anymore, but
I don't
yeah, that's
know.
why you would play Sage. 'Cause-
That was the first iteration of the map. Sage was like the most played Sentinel for that reason.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah, so I don't like that. Like, it's you basically it's like you're supposed to win defense, but like if you don't know what you're doing on defense, you just lose, and then you get to attack, and then the enemy team just destroys you. And basically, it's like the most 13-0 map. Like you can get 13-0. I feel like so easy on it.
Yeah.
Now Pearl, on the other hand, I love that map. I love Pearl. Oh my god.
Pearl's a good map. Pearl's a good map, I think, because there's a lot of different variation of comps that you can play. I get tired of maps that people
map.
run the
Okay.
same comps, like no matter what it is. Like Ascent, you see the same comp almost every time you play it, and it's really annoying. It gets really annoying to scrim on. It gets really annoying to play in matches because it's just been the same thing for 4 years now.
Yeah.
But like Pearl's one of those maps where like you really never know what you're gonna go up against because there's so many different iterations of comps that you can run.
I mean, split too. I would say.
You can on split. I would say a lot of times you see either double controller or double dive.
Yeah.
I'd say that's like the most heavy.
What do you think is better, Zach? Double controller or double dive? In this instance.
I mean, personally,
Yeah.
I really like the idea of just like the dive, like
Yeah.
the dive. Well, and this goes back to it's like a methodology for esports like approach. I think I really like the idea of being able to have what do you call it, control over a game in a way, and you take control away from your opponent whenever you make a move that's decisive.
Yeah.
And so like pushing in very quickly, forcing their hand in a way to like put them into like a make or break, like you do this or you lose decision.
Mhm.
I think oftentimes you can especially against lesser players, you're going to be in a pretty good spot. Obviously we're not like against lesser players a lot of the time now, but typically I think that's one of the more like advantageous like methodologies to win in esports is to force your opponent into a challenging situation. Whereas if you're playing like double sentinel, or you're like controlling, like trying to play like a controlled slow game, you're letting them take ground a lot of the time, or you're just trying to gain information, or you're like playing reactive.
Yeah.
So it's not like a bad strategy, but you're giving your opponent more opportunities to like play a game they're comfortable with.
Very true. I love that, Zach. I love that out of you.
I think it's funny because I'm the exact opposite.
And I'm the exact same.
I
Okay.
like playing double controller where you control the majority of the map and wait for the opponents to make a mistake and then you capitalize off of it.
Makes sense.
That's my favorite kind of way to play, which is why I love Lotus so much, which is why I'm sad that Lotus is going away. But on the other hand, Icebox is like my least favorite map, or one of my least favorite maps, so I'm glad that we finally don't have to even worry about that map anymore.
And then my favorite game mode, the one I play all day long, new TDM map, Glitch.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I love it. It's one of the better TDM maps.
Certainly a lot better than the last one they added.
I have
No, bro,
idea.
Drift is the best one still.
No, Drift is not
Drift
the best.
is still the best one. Just fight mid every round.
It's
my type of map. I just like to take gunfights. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's fine if everyone is on the same page and both teams are doing it, but when you have teams that have people running up the sides, it just makes it not fun.
Yeah.
It's just not a fun map to play on.
Yeah.
But Glitch is not bad. I don't mind it. I have only played it a couple times, but it's pretty fun.
You play any TDM, Zach, ever?
I've done it once and I did not enjoy myself
Why?
because it was just guns, and I'm not good with guns. I'm a MOBA player. I'm ability based. You
There's
know.
abilities in TDMs.
Yeah, there are, but like they're not as like impactful. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna like flash you or something. It's not
Yeah.
like I'm gonna like make some kind of crazy rotation that you're not gonna expect.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, well, so those are all the map changes we have for Valorant currently. We've got a couple small agent tweaks that I don't think are going to impact the meta too drastically, but it might make these agents see some more or less play. Obviously, starting with a kind of big one, I guess. Gecko's kind of fallen out recently. For why, I don't really know, because he hasn't had any changes, but now he's got some changes.
Yeah.
Making that ult a little bit more expensive to get.
Yeah.
You know,
It's a Santi nerf right there.
that is a Santi nerf. That is bad for him. I mean, we played our last match with it. It wasn't honestly
not-
wasn't too noticeable.
It's not too noticeable, I don't think. Especially the maps that you play them, or at least on Lotus, it's not that noticeable because I feel like the orbs are mostly like, especially Seaside, is mostly given to the attackers. Unless the defense is really trying to hold you against it, that is like a free orb every round. So it's really not that bad. But I do think, I mean, anytime you increase the ult orbs, it's going to have impact in the long run of the game.
Yeah.
Just like Killjoy. I mean, what did she start out with? Like 6?
Yeah,
And now it's
got
up to
to
9. So, I mean, eventually, if you keep changing it, it'll have a lot of impact. But I don't think it's in a bad spot where it's at now.
No,
I don't think it's that drastic of a change.
And then Dizzy getting the flash being more accurate now that's a big one. Like I've
is
actually noticed it. I was like, that flash wouldn't hit me on the last patch. So
Yeah, I think that's good. And then adding a little bit of the delay to pick up your utility and shortening the amount of time the utility is on the ground. I think it's good because it allows the opposing team to punish you if you are just throwing your util recklessly around, because before it only took like what?
1 second. It's just 1 second.
1 second to pick it up, and it also lasted 15 seconds on the ground. So now it only lasts 10 seconds on the ground, so you can't just throw it out in the middle of the open, and it takes a second and a half to pick it up, which is a lot longer than what you would expect it to really feel like. And then the wingman changes are so good.
I actually love. I'm a big fan now of using wingman just to continuously like throw him, left click him through space.
He's actually good at taking space now rather than before where he would pop his stun, but
Never stun anyone.
It was like 50-50 on whether the enemies were actually stunned. Now it's like guaranteed that they are stunned. So it's definitely a lot better of a change because I think you can use him for what his purpose was made for more rather than just using him to plant the bomb every single time.
You can like finally use him to like take space, pick him back up, then plant the bomb, which is so nice.
Yeah.
And then now we have some Phoenix buffs when little old me, when I started the game, I was a Phoenix main. I'm very excited for these. Switching the curveball, the flash, to the signature ability slot.
Yeah.
I think that's really big because I heard I was doing a little math on it. You can buy Ghost and 2 flashes on pistol.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That's gonna be
Wow.
yeah. It'll be
Oh.
the flash because the Phoenix flash is really really good.
It is.
Is it a lot of flashes I see people can react to quickly, like they turn off of them and
Yeah.
then they flick back. I feel like the Phoenix flash, if you play it right, can almost be unavoidable.
Yeah. So the reason for that is actually, and this is like a little nerd topic. They wanted to make the duelist flashes so you could fight with them, but they wanted to make the initiator flashes so that the initiator can't necessarily fight with them. This was when Sky was really broken, and so what they did was they made it so that all initiator flashes, when they're thrown, not while they're popping, like when they're thrown, make a noise. So you can hear the KO flash fly through the air. When it's right clicked, you can hear his arm. When Sky's bird, you hear a little jingle, like jingling. And then with breach flash, you hear like a loud like buzz noise.
Yeah.
So all the initiator flashes, you actually, for a little tip for people, if you want to turn the flash, you actually listen for the noise and turn. You can react to it too, but you just listen for the noise and turn. That's all you got to do. Because the directional audio will tell you where the flash is coming from. But with Yoru and Phoenix flash, more so Phoenix, Yoru's makes a bouncing noise, but Phoenix, it doesn't actually make noise.
Oh.
You can only see it.
No,
So-
and if someone is good at their angles, like you can throw it so that it pops right when it rounds a corner too, and it's a super fast flash, so it's really
So-
hard to
yeah.
avoid, especially for I feel like low ranked players. It's not something that's easy to turn for them, so I feel like Phoenix is going to be really good.
Do we
for-
think Phoenix beats Clove now in ranked?
I don't know. Maybe in lower ranks. I
Maybe.
don't- And then you also have this wall. His wall can go through
Oh yeah, this is a big one.
walls now.
Yeah, so like, you ever played Harbor or seen Harbor played?
Yeah. The whole like I'm gonna send a wall and gonna control it out.
Yeah.
So Phoenix can do that through walls now,
Yeah.
Oh.
and
It's just not as long. It's not as big of a wall as Harper's wall is, but it's pretty good. I mean, I think it's a change that'll help a lot because I think one of the things about Phoenix was his inability to take space. That's why you have to almost always have a jet or a raise or a neon because you need that kind of like dive utility to take space. But I think with Phoenix now, there's a couple maps where you can use his wall to kind of take that space for you without needing a dive agent necessarily. And I think Split is one of those maps that you could use, especially on B side.
Yeah.
And then Pearl, you could also use Phoenix as well, I think, for taking sites. So I don't know how much people will really change to using him, but he's definitely more viable than he was before because he was the least picked agent probably.
Yeah.
I would say the only reason people ever picked him before was because his ult is only 6 orbs and it's super easy to just farm his ult and get it like every other round. Especially if you have a player that's really good at aiming, you could literally have his ult every other round or every 3 rounds and it's like a free extra life. So I think that's about the only reason why people were playing him before. So now we might see him a little more, we might not. I don't really know. It kind of depends.
Yeah, I remember him being popular when I was playing the game, but obviously things have changed.
Yeah.
So it'd be cool to see him a bit more for sure. From my
Yes.
perspective.
We need now to make duelists like a lot more balanced. We just need Neon to get nerfed because Neon is the dumbest agent.
no, Neon is awesome. I think they should. Honestly, I was talking about this. I think that when you slide as Neon, it should stun in front of you.
No,
I think
because
that'd be a pretty
I
think that would be a pretty good
just like
balance change.
for a tactical shooter, especially one that when they came out with the game, what was their saying like?
No, but that's not the case. But I know what you're talking about. They said that utility shouldn't be what gets you kills.
No, I'm talking about when they first came out with the game. There what was it?
Oh,
Yeah,
precise
gunplay.
Yeah.
And now you have a character that can slide and have full accuracy while they're sliding. That's not precise gunplay. Like that takes away literally the base value of their game, which is what they have that quoted as like their alpha like thing is like precise gunplay. That was like one of their big selling points was how precise the gunplay was going to be. And now you have an agent that can slide and have full accuracy while sliding. It just makes no sense.
I just love sliding, getting a kill, sliding in, getting another kill, and then having my third slide. I
Yeah.
think it's awesome.
It just doesn't for the game it doesn't make any sense. It's annoying. I think it just devalues the fact that the game like it just doesn't take skill. It takes away a lot of the skill that it used to have.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think there will be neon changes coming soon because I believe there's a lot of people that feel the same way that I do. And I think it's going to get to the point where there's like almost nothing they can do. Like they're going to have to. They're going to be forced to nerf her.
Nah, I don't see that coming.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, they're going to keep neon just the same.
He's coping.
All right, moving on. So this is a topic I'm not very familiar with. I don't even know if it's confirmed, actually. I personally think it was just a Phoenix thing. I think it was something they did to Phoenix. But apparently, the community seems to think that there's a new shield type coming to the game. Regen shield.
A new shield type?
Yeah, it's like armor.
You can buy light shield, heavy shield, and now regen shield. I don't know if it's been confirmed that it's actually a regen shield. It was something that was shown with the Phoenix changes. So the Phoenix like threw his wall. He got shot, threw his wall through a wall, and then flashed, and his shield started regenerating.
Yeah.
Now the only time that's ever happened where your shield regenerates, is with Reyna. But this had the shield icon. Reyna, when Reyna's shield regenerates, it's a purple number, right?
Yeah.
Which shows that it now it doesn't go away. It used to go away. But the actual shield icon itself was regenerating.
Yeah. So people are speculating there's a whole new type of armor coming out, where the maximum that you can get with it is 125. So you'll get headshot one tapped by a Vandal still, a Phantom if you're close enough.
Yeah.
But the theory is that if you do get hit, like you take some damage, that your shield will start to slowly regenerate over time.
See, I'm not a huge Valorant player, but I've seen this kind of thing come up in other games where it's you have the an alternate like from like a regen shield to a regular shield, like, and you can decide obviously when you're buying, but so frequently it's common that like it feels like you have two options, but at high level play it really you only end up with one. Like one is just better than the other. I don't know how that would be balanced because obviously like Riot would want to like make it to where regen is like maybe like situationally better than the other shield or something, but
yeah,
I feel like in a game like Valorant it's really hard to make something like that unless it's like pistols. Like regen would be better like maybe in pistols or like they're on econ or something, so they might like,
I think
like hit you a little bit, but
I think that's the only time that I could see it being like a major use is if you win pistol round, buying it on the second round because the other team's only going to have pistols and they do small amounts of damage to you. I think it could be really useful on rounds like that. But I don't know. Again, if it's confirmed, who knows?
Well, and the thing too was it started at 150. The Phoenix started at 150. So the shield would start at 150.
Yeah.
And also like a lot of those clips that they make, those are like in beta tests, and like I know for a fact that like game testers, game devs, like they're throwing a bunch of crap at the wall a lot of these times, and they're play testing a bunch of different ideas for the future.
Yeah.
Like I like recently I know League, which is my main game. Like they're talking about some of these new characters that have come out.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, well, yeah, I remember like testing on like an old champion, or I say old champion came out a few years ago called Senna.
Mm-hmm.
And like they're talking like every ability or every like auto attack kind of similar to like Callisto, like being able to like jump. It's like all these crazy ideas that you look back now and like from a League player's perspective, you're like,
that would have been insane.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like that's impossible. I can't imagine you ever doing that. But like it's almost the responsibility of the devs to like try a bunch of this crap and see like, okay, well this actually plays really well. Like this is kind of fun, and like the players aren't going to see it coming, but like in a couple years, like maybe a new agent introduces it, or it's like something we build into a kit. Or a new game mode or something.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if it does come into the game and if they have it maxed, like you can't get more than 125, I think it could be good because they just came out with the Outlaw, which is the sniper that you have 2 bullets before you have to reload, and it does 140 damage. So it could bring in more use of that gun. And the thing that I think would be the hardest adjustment would be how would you calm to your teammates the amount of damage you do? Like if you do damage to someone,
there would have to be like an effect on their body that shows that they're healing.
But that's what I'm saying. Like would it show your teammates that the amount of damage you did has been regenerated? Like that's the only thing that I think would be really hard at least at a competitive level, is because the amount of damage you do to somebody really dictates the round. Like if someone's low, sometimes you choose the run and gun because, you know, it makes it harder for them to hit you. Sometimes you choose to use a secondary like a shorty or your classic and you just jump at them and hope that you do enough damage. But if there's something like this in the game and you don't know how much someone's hit for it, it's just something that could really impact, you know, how rounds are played out. So I don't know. That's kind of my fear if this is truly something that's coming to the game. That's like the big fear that I have. But again, I don't know what their plan is. I don't even know if this is real or if this is just a Phoenix thing. We don't really have enough information to really give enough thought on it, honestly.
Yeah. All right. Well, moving on to a little bit of the team stuff. I just want to hear your thoughts, Zach, on what's been going on and what's moving on into the future for us. How you're feeling?
Team stuff.
Valorant team stuff.
Valorant team stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man, there's a lot. I mean, I think our Valorant team, you know, like everybody who's like a lot of people who watch already know like our team and our program, and I think we've got a lot of great Valorant players as a part of the multiple teams now. I think Valorant is strange. Like it's strange. I really didn't expect the game. I knew the game was gonna be big when it came out. Like the game came out when I started working. One of my first jobs, like I guess full time in collegiate esports, it came out around then, and you know we kind of knew it was like it's a Riot game, it's a shooter, you know it's kind of like taking a lot of stuff from CS, like it's gonna be a big successful game, but you know I never really thought that it was gonna be bigger than some of the other games that we had been playing at the time, and now coming into you know, this year, especially getting into the recruitment season and all this stuff, like we're sitting here looking at like Valorant being one of the biggest games we have for like prospects and interest, and like our JV team is phenomenal, our varsity team is phenomenal. We have a lot of great prospects on the horizon, and just across the board, Valorant for at least Eastern has been like, you know, it's kind of like it's like a heaven sent game. You know, like we have you know, League of Legends aging out. That was the collegiate esport for so many years. Rocket League, seeing a little bit of age as well in the, like, you know, in the high school scene. So, you know, it's kind of, you know, who knows where it's going to be in 5 years. Overwatch losing its professional scene. Like nobody knows what's happening. Like it's like the whole game is seen as just like messed up. And Valorant, to me, like feels almost like the only game that kind of, you know, it's not perfect, but it has its crap together more than a lot of other titles do. And you know, I think overall for the program, that Valorant is just is like peak. You know, it's really really good. So
yeah, obviously we're in that playoff hunt too, looking to make playoffs here with a win over Miami tonight, hopefully. Then we got Bowling Green and Buffalo next week, looking to get those two.
Finish off the season
Finish
strong.
off the season. If we win all three, we will finish off the season 6-6. I believe that will lock us in for playoffs. I was looking at the standings. So if we get a win tonight, we will be 8th. So
okay,
if we get a win tonight, I don't know. Central is 3 and 5 or something like that. I don't know if they're updated or not. But if we get a win tonight, we will be up on Central by round diff.
Yeah,
interesting. But they have us to head to head.
but
Does that change anything?
We looked in the rule book. It goes by map diff.
it goes by
Interesting.
win-loss record, and then it goes by maps won.
Okay.
And then round diff.
Since most of our games we've played, we've lost 2-1, rather than I think most of the teams that are around us have been 2-0 a lot.
Yeah.
We have a lot more games won. So as long as you know, if we do happen to fall in one of these next 3 games, obviously we're looking to win all 3. But if we do happen to fall, you know, we want to make it as close as possible, make it a 2-1, make it as close as possible in rounds, just so we have every advantage over every team around us as possible.
Yeah, no, and I mean like Miami's this is a kind of a crazy storyline going into this game. Like Miami for a long time was actually considered like one of the premier esports schools in the country.
Yeah.
Like they had top teams in multiple esports, and I'd say like top, like they were up there like top 4 country, you know, like crazy. You know, and I met with them recently, and they're still, you know, really pushing, but they've had a lot more challenges as a program to be able to kind of like maintain that level of performance and to maintain that level that the program was kind of started at. They had a really strong start, and they've been kind of easing off. And it's interesting because, you know, we're kind of like at the opposite side of the spectrum. Like we're really just now entering into the collegiate like esports scene as a program, and I think we've got a really really bright future. I mean, like just talking kind of with how they're structured and how they kind of see themselves and how they're pushing towards the future is very different. I think they're still really wanting to be successful and they're doing a lot of things right, but we look at kind of how far we've come in such a short amount of time, and I think what is on the horizon for us as well.
Yeah.
I think we're kind of almost like the story of the program that has been a top tier contender versus the program that wants to be. Like I don't know if you guys watch like League of Legends Worlds at all.
Yeah, I watched a little.
Yeah, there's like this great teaser recently that just came out from like the T1 Gen.G match. I mean,
Yeah.
I love it. Like Chovy and Faker, like they use this in the teaser, this phrasing of one team has the burden of remaining at the top and the other team has the burden of reaching the top.
Yeah.
And that's kind of interesting to think about where, all the pressure that's on them is relive that glory, get back to where we've been, get back to where you were, get back to that expectation. Whereas we're kind of at a point where it's like, we've never been there, and this is our time to like prove ourselves. And this is our first shot, really reasonable shot at actually kind of taking down some of these like, bigger names.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
kind of a cool storyline coming in tonight.
Yeah.
I agree.
And obviously, me and Steven here played with Comfy, aka Chris, on Miami, Ohio.
Yeah.
So kind of a grudge match here for us. Nothing personal. We
No.
love that guy. Wanted him to come here with us, but unfortunately it didn't work out. So
Yeah.
we're looking forward to that.
It's always fun playing your friends in the server.
It is indeed. It always is fun. I'm gonna be typing to him the entire time.
Yeah, make sure you just keep your level heads. I don't need y'all getting like.
I'm just typing
going
smiley
crazy.
faces. I'm just typing smiley faces.
Only smiley faces. Only
I'm gonna go,
slightly
Chris,
toxic
you're him,
smiley
bro. You're
faces.
him. And then I'm gonna type a smiley face. You're him.
That's wild. That's wild. you one tap the guy. You're him.
You're him. You're him. Calm
That's-
down. Don't get mad. You're him.
That's toxic. That's so toxic.
No, I'm just saying that he's him. He needs, he just needs to relax. He's him. He can own me.
All right. Well, I think that's gonna basically do it for us. Stay tuned. We're gonna be kicking off shortly against Miami University. Oh, also one more thing before we throw
Oh my
it out. Just so you guys know, Indiana football is now currently 8-0.
8-0.
So yeah, it's time to start.
Wow.
It's time to start talking about Indiana football, ladies and gentlemen.
Eastern Michigan doing the unthinkable.
Huge potential here. He gets one, he gets two.
That is beautiful, beautiful front to back right there. Up 3-1 Eastern. Looking good, feeling good. Life is good.
Welcome, one and all, to Eastern Michigan Valorant versus Miami, Ohio. My name is Henry.
And I am Shree.
And we'll be commentating today's game. It's a relatively high-stakes, high-tension scenario I think we have here.
Yeah. I'm very excited for today's games. As we can see, the players are getting ready. Alec walked back now. That's actually Sai, our JV player in the back with his guitar.
His guitar.
Yeah. He was calming some nerves earlier. He was playing the guitar.
Playing some soothing solos. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I
yeah.
hope he whips out a amazing electric shred solo for when we naturally dominate Miami, which is absolutely going to happen. It's actually a pretty intimidating match because Miami, Ohio is really high up there in the standings. We're not there yet, but
Yeah, no. We've had a good season.
Yeah.
They've just had a better one.
They've had a better season on paper. We'll
Yep.
go more into the logistics of that, but first, let's go into the schedule here. Shree, would you like to read that to us?
Yeah, for sure. We are officially done with our Rocket League season.
All right.
We only have Valorant matches. So today, Eastern will be playing Miami of Ohio. Next week on Tuesday, we'll be playing Bowling Green. And next Thursday, we'll be playing Buffalo University. All these matches are extremely important to us as
Yeah.
we're trying to make that playoff push.
Yeah, we only need to win 2 of these games to have a shot at, but if we win 3 of the games, we're in for sure.
Yep.
And naturally, the biggest hurdle is tonight against Miami, Ohio, which, as you can see, they have a really good score of 5-3. It was 5-2 when we last read it.
It was 5-3. I'm not sure who they played
Oh, okay.
last. I don't know if Prod has that information on who they played last week. But them coming off a loss bodes well for us, right? Because we're coming off a W.
We're coming off a W, and it does look like a David and Goliath scenario, but something to note is Alec, our duelist, actually has the most kills in the season with 360 kills and a 1.2 KD ratio.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I believe Steven or Redifive is right behind him. I believe he's third or fourth,
He's
right?
fourth place with
Yep.
305 and a 1.19 KD.
Yep, and I believe he does have the third most
Yeah.
assists as well.
And this is like period. This is like out of everyone competing. But something really cool actually is that someone on the Miami team is ranked number 3 in terms of kill. Aldomati. I don't know how to say it. I'm sorry. He's not one of us. But 326 kills, and I believe that is Miami's duelist. So we're going to see first place and third place duke it out. But third place has the winning team so far, and we're the underdog team, but we're in first place. It's a really convoluted web of politics here, folks.
Well, I don't know about politics. It's just state Valorant gameplay, baby.
Well,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
Yeah.
The Valorant web of murder and
Yeah.
deceit.
Yeah,
So-
no, I'm super excited, right? Like, of course, I believe the scenario that I was told was that if we win 2 games,
Mhm.
right, and lose 1 in the next 3, we may be able to sneak into playoffs by map differential, right?
Yeah.
No, sorry, round differential. Because even though we're 3 and 6, our round differential is still positive, which technically is a miracle, right?
Yeah.
And it basically means that we just lost to teams we shouldn't have lost to.
Well,
right?
and our round differential being different is also kind of telling of EMU's play style. We love to just nail it game 1. You know, we have like a 9-game lead in game 1.
9 round.
9 rounds. Sorry. and then we get comfortable, and then game 2 they usually catch up, and then either we seal down in game 3 or we don't. But I feel like this is like a high pressure match off the bat. So ideally, I want to see how Eastern has kind of reacted to that and how they basically just if it plays out as we expect or if they have some kind of adaptation in place.
Yeah, I know at the beginning of the season, right? Like, especially when we're bringing in new players and adding them to veteran players that have been here, right? That chemistry takes a little bit to develop.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
And I think that's where we were. We were in this rut where we would dominate map 1, lose a close map 2, and get dominated map 3, right?
Yeah.
So it was just this cycle that we were in. But recently, since we went to that LAN, right, and we
Yeah.
beat, I believe, Northern Ohio, and then last week we also beat, damn, who did we play last week? I keep forgetting.
Don't ask me. You're my boss.
I forget. Yeah, Northern Illinois, right?
Yeah.
So when we beat Northern Illinois, I believe we've out of that rut, and the team chemistry and the attitudes are different on the team, and the team itself is gelling a little bit better.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
So that's I believe is an improvement, and today is going to be almost like a vibe check, right?
Yeah.
Let's just see where we are as a team, right?
If we are worthy, we will win and make it in. If not, we can still weasel our way in. It will be
Yep,
okay.
yep.
But let's get to the map selection, the map pool. I believe we have that ready.
I just love how Santi just started sprinting away.
He hears maps. Oh my God! I can't believe it. Eastern Michigan has chosen Lotus.
Yeah.
This is insane.
No surprise there.
Yeah, no
We've
surprise there.
played Lotus every
Single game.
It's a little wild. We did ban Abyss. That is our worst map. I would say. It looks like they banned Haven, which we play a lot of Haven.
Yeah, we play. That's like our second place. I
That's
feel.
our second most played map.
Yeah.
So we chose Lotus, of course, as
Yeah.
we do, and they chose Bind. Apparently, we've been practicing a lot of Bind.
I was gonna say, have we seen Bind this season?
I don't think we've seen it in match.
Yeah.
But I have noticed, like, I have seen some of their practices, and they are practicing Bind a lot. So hopefully it's up to par with their Lotus, which would be amazing, right?
Yeah.
It looks like we do ban Icebox. I've watched our last Icebox match. It's good that we banned
It's
it.
good that we ban Icebox. Ironic that Michigan can't handle the Icebox map.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
And it's like Ohio banned Ascent, which we had a really good
Yeah.
showing last week on Ascent.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, of course, if we get to that game 3 as prophesized, then Sunset will be the deciding map.
Yep, I believe we did play Sunset against. I can't remember if it was Western
And
Michigan.
there go for players Redefy and Little Go. They're getting ready. They're
Wait,
getting those
Santi
nerves
back in
out.
the seat? Oh yeah, he is. Yeah, he
Yeah,
is.
everyone's getting ready.
You just got to look for that fro. Santi recently got a haircut.
Did he
So,
do that for
yeah,
his
yeah.
cutout? So his cutout would be easier?
I don't know. I don't know why he got a haircut, but it's looking
Oh
clean.
yeah, look at him. Look at him. It does look clean.
Yeah.
He looks so much smaller. And
Yeah.
that's not an insult. He just looked at me right when I said that.
Yeah, he's looking clean.
oh,
Oh,
no.
oh, there it is. He lowers his monitor.
I'm feeling, yeah, he's looking right at me. I feel very intimidated. He knows.
Yeah, he does know.
Oh my. Okay. Right. Go back to us. I'd rather stare into the mirror of my own soul than have Santi stare into mine.
Yeah.
So, anyways, you were saying in regards to the decider.
Thank you that you said that because I don't remember now what I was saying.
Well,
The
that's
decider. Oh yeah, Sunset.
yeah,
Yeah,
Sunset.
So yes, Eastern did win. I believe we only played it once
Mm-hmm.
in match on server, and we did win. I forgot if it was Central or Western. We did win that map, and
Yeah.
it wasn't crazy convincing. I believe it was like a 13-7 or a 13-8.
Yeah.
Right, and that was also with us with no practice.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and that was earlier in the season, I take it?
Yeah, I can't. Oh, actually, it was against Toledo, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, it was towards the middle of the season.
Yeah.
It didn't look the best,
Mhm.
right? Actually, now that I think about it, I think it did go into like OT a little bit.
Yeah.
It didn't look the best, so I'm curious to see if they've worked on it, and if they have worked on it, like how much improvement they've made on it, especially against a team like Miami of Ohio.
Well, yeah, if we get to Sunset, then that's gotta be kind of a climactic map. That's like the character arc, right? Because it's a bit of a wild card for us matchup wise. So we won't really know what to anticipate. But looks like, are we going to Lotus game 1?
Yep. It's
All right.
going to be Lotus game 1. It looks like the players are getting ready.
Yes.
Right? I'm interested to see how we do it. So if you can see on the rightmost of your screen, that's not Vlad, by the way.
Okay. all
Right, that's Chris. Vlad is currently sick, right? He has been sick. I keep telling people, dude, like when you go to LAN, right? Fist bumps only,
Yeah.
right? No open palm dabbing people up.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's because after LANs you get sick, and he's been sick for a while.
Yeah. No, it's still very easy to get a bug, especially in this season. So,
We're also changing weather, so like people are
Yeah.
getting allergies and stuff like that.
Yeah, I got absolutely decimated. Like, as soon as the temperature in its brief moment went to 40, I was like literally in bed for like 4 days. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw you came in today just sick as hell, right?
not sick as hell, but very tired.
Yeah.
But no, I'm up. I'm ready. So
Well, unfortunately, it looks like the players are not ready yet. Let me see if Prod, are we close to getting started? We'll see what they say.
yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it looks like we're still waiting for some of the players to join. So what we'll do is we'll go to break and we'll be right back.
Looking at the world from the eye of the Horus. If you Alexander the Great, then I am the fourth.
All right, and we are back sooner than anticipated. Pardon the graphic; it's on the wrong side at the moment. But we are going into this Game 1 Lotus Draft. Shri, do you want to tell us a little bit about basically what kind of comp EMU is going for?
Yeah, it looks like we're going with a basic comp. It
Yeah.
does look like Miami, Ohio is pulling out a Raze and a Neon. Of course, they haven't locked it in yet. So that's a little strange with two entries like that, but our comp is pretty standard. Corey or Little Go has been running Cypher every single time. We can see like that Alec is running Raze. He's done extremely well on Raze. So there's no surprise there. Redify is going to be Omen.
He's gonna kill you. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he might kill me on that one. Yeah, so Redify is going to be playing Omen, and then we have Santi on Gecko, and we have Vova on KO. Vova has not played any other champion than KO.
Really?
Right? I haven't seen it. The one time I said was on Icebox the Sage, it was bad.
Oh.
It was bad.
So was it Icebox or was it Sage? That's the real mystery. I want to go back. Oh, wait. It doesn't look like we're getting double entry from Miami, actually, which, yeah, I was going to say double entry is pretty unconventional, generally speaking. Yeah?
No, it is. And it's a little shocking that the clock did go down to 0, but they haven't locked in their other 2 characters. I'm not sure exactly what's going on there.
Yeah.
Prod, is the map starting? Okay, so it looks like we're having a little bit more technical difficulties with the player, so we will be right back.
Really?
We were just a little
We're going to
premature.
do the audience like that? All right. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Coming straight from the mud like I am a loader so हाथियों का बल कैसे सकेगा तू मुझे रोक अब देख तू कैसे मैं लड़ूं तुम लोगों से ऐसे ना डरूं डरूं मैं जिससे मैं तरुण पानी पे चलूं मैं जिससे मैं वरुण चाहे मैं जीऊं या मरूं जो करना चाहूं मैं वही तो करूं आता है तू ना करीब तू बेटी चीप जब तक कटे ना तेरी ये जीप better believe you gonna be pick up a seat get your team I'm the king of kings brother in arms in a battle you all gonna die if you act like a vandal bring the realm to reality from every angle. This is the public service announcement from Mumbai to the rest of the world. I am a Raja. I am the Raja. भिड़ेगा तो उठेगा जनाजा ना तू मेरी तरफ आना आ गया तो होगा फिर तनाजा ना ये भारतीय भाषा फिर दुनिया सुनेगी ये तराना ना 'Cause I am the Raja. 'Cause I am the Raja. I am the 'Cause I am the Raja. I am the 'Cause I am the Raja. Look at my eyes, what do you see? I'm more than average, man. I'm a maverick, I can grow flowers on a barren land. Break a mountain with my bare hands and step back and cause a literal avalanche. Should've been about traveling. अष्टभुजाएं मेरी जैसे मैं tarantula ना है कोई तोड़ मेरा जब से पूर्वजों का ज्ञान मिला मेरे जैसा मिलेगा कोई ना तू और चाहे जो भी था सबकी कबर मैंने खोदी क्या तुम लगाओगे बोलियां कम पड़े गोलियां चंद्रगुप्त में मौर्य या किला तू लोरिया come to me and you just gonna die that's really a given I am invincible and you are invisible see that's really a difference get out of my way or leave the world the choice is yours I don't kill my enemies I play with them that's what the toys are for from Mumbai to the rest of the world I am the Raja भिड़ेगा तो उठेगा जनाजा ना तू मेरी तरफ
Okay, and we are back with the actual draft and looking slightly different this time.
Yep, it looks like all the players are able to select their agents this time.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
It looks like, yep, EMU is back to their OG
Back to
comp.
the same comp.
Back to the same comp. It doesn't look much different. Actually, it looks a lot different. It looks like Comfy is playing on KJ. It looks like we have a Breach as well. That's the one difference. And they also have a Fade.
Yeah, so what does that change for them?
I don't know because from what I've gathered, we have built a comp on this map that is counter to a Viper. Right?
I see.
So, but the fact that they're not playing a Viper at all, I'm not sure exactly how that changes. We'll have to see. Previously, we've not played Viper and we've still won, right?
Yeah.
So we have to see what Miami of Ohio
Lotus
brings.
is still a very strong map for us overall.
Yeah, it is. And Lotus is also one of those maps where even though it's very offensive heavy, EMU has been able to not do the greatest on offense and still come out and win on defense.
Yeah. No, we've seen that happen multiple times. Do you think there's a reason EMU doesn't pick Viper on this map, considering how strong she is?
I'm not sure exactly why. Wait. So repeat the question again. Sorry,
Yeah,
I just
it's
spaced
fine.
out.
It's fine. You're not supposed to say the "I just spaced out" part, but sure. Any reason why you think EMU doesn't pick Viper on this map, considering how strong she is?
I don't know. I haven't really seen. I really haven't seen us play Viper even in practice at all.
Yeah.
So we might just not have players that are comfortable with Viper.
Right. So we do the anti-Viper comp instead.
Yeah. It looks like we are starting off on defense, right? Technically, you know, we shouldn't do that well, but we'll see. It looks like we're pushing out a B main.
EMU also really good at these pistol rounds, but Ohio is no slouch either.
Yep, Comfy does end up taking out one of our players who it looks like it's going to be Alec.
Oh, well, there's a rivalry there, is there not?
There is. So Alec and Redify used to be teammates of Comfy.
Yeah, that's right.
Right. So we'll see. They used to be free agent teammates, not collegiate teammates. So we'll see how that develops. It looks like Miami Ohio is going to be pushing into A. It looks like that was a good. Oh, sorry. That was a good stop. And let's see what they can do here.
Oh, it's an absolute bloodbath between the two, but yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, EMU was not able to hold on to that site. They were a man down because Alec did get taken out early by the other team's
And it's
KJ.
so rough with Alec getting taken out early because he's the fighter.
Yeah.
He's our guy with the most kills, you know?
Yeah. Vova did a good job of trying to stop them from coming on the site, but unfortunately he wasn't able to do enough. As they got on, even with Omen flashes and things like that, Miami of Ohio was able to just take over site.
Yeah, and notice how they just kind of all poured in at once, too. They saw that Alec was down, essentially.
Yeah, and it's also like it's a pistol strat, right?
Yeah.
You tend to funnel into one site more on pistol.
No automatic weapons, yeah.
Yeah, no automatic weapons. It looks like Miami of Ohio is pushing on to C long. They are grabbing that orb. Alec is still on B, and let's see if he does a little bit of an aggressive play this time as well.
All right, let's see. Everyone just got for breach coming in.
Yep, Alec is about to hold him off, is able to hold him off a little bit with that nade. It still looks like Miami of Ohio is favoring towards C, and now it looks like the two players that were B are rotating over there. EMU is on a save round because they did lose that first one, and Miami does have guns. With only Little Go on site, and now the entry coming through, let's see if he can hold off anything at all.
Let's see. All right. The conflict has started. They're officially pouring in onto C and getting a pretty commanding hold of it already. Now EMU is basically the attackers here.
Yep, they're going to try to do a 5v5 retake. It's extremely difficult with pistols.
They're outgunned.
Yep.
Yeah.
It looks like Fade's util lands. Let's see if we can flash in here. There's one person to the right.
Does he know? What are those shots?
Unfortunately, but we do take down two people. We were not able. The breach is alive on site.
But he's low. Oh.
Yep,
all
it's all up to Santi
all
here.
All right, Santi.
He does have a stinger
Show
on
that
him.
haircut power.
All right, he does get knocked a little bit.
That's not the angle, though.
Yeah, unfortunately, he does peak. But again, a round we were supposed to lose.
Yeah.
We were able to take up we were able to kill 3 of Miami players, so that's pretty good. As I would say, as long as you can take away 2 to 3 guns in a save round, that's a successful save round.
But we have to win this round.
Yes,
otherwise the econ is just screwed. We do have a significant gun and armor advantage, though, going into this round, it looks like.
Yep, we do have one Guardian with some half shields, but they have 2 Sheriffs, a Guardian, a Stinger, and a Bulldog. So we should have the advantage, as they will take some space here on A with that breach util.
Yeah, and it looks like they're just going in for a very quick offense on A, going for that overwhelm type strategy.
Yeah, they are tunneling out of. They are tunneling out of tree.
Walks into the bullets.
Yep, that was a 1-for-1 trade. Let's see if we can get any more. We do get flashed out. Santi's able to put out some stuff. Alex does get taken out of position, but then the bomb does go down.
We did take out their initiator, which is really good.
Fade is able to ult, which is huge because it catches a lot of people, but they do push in. We take 2 people out. One gets taken out by the Stinger. There's only 1 person left. That's breach. In
All
tree,
right, there
it does
you
get
go.
taken out.
That is the round you have to win to make it a game.
Yep. No, it wasn't clean by any means, right? We did lose a lot of guns.
We did.
Yeah, we did lose a lot of guns. But, first round on the board, we can feel good about
First
that.
round on the board. And the more rounds we win on defense here, theoretically leads to an easier second half of a game, considering how offense-oriented this map is.
Yeah, and it looks like our buy isn't. I wouldn't call that healthy by any means, but we are able to get rifles, some full shields, some half shields, right? While they have full shields and they have all rifles. They're going with 4 Vandals and 1 Phantom. We have 4 Vandals and 1 Bulldog.
And we talk about a lot how this map is offense. Well, actually, before we start the discussion, ooh, Alec going down early, trading for the Omen, not a good trade.
I mean, I wouldn't call that a bad trade, right? Because we are technically supposed to be weaker at this point. So 1 for 1, you know, I really wish, right? Like, sorry, I got a little birdie in my head that
It's
made me
fine.
lose concentration a little bit. But yeah, it wasn't the best trade, right? But us being a little weaker on this side, it doesn't hurt as much as I would like it. You know, you would think it would hurt.
Oh,
But that
that's
was
a nice
huge
shot from
kill.
Volva. Yeah.
Volva really, and he's gonna be able to throw this knife and understand that there's 3 players there, or at least once it gets destroyed, he knows that people there.
Now EMU we can put all of our resources into defending A. Looks like though that Miami is rotating to B very quickly and very aggressively.
Yep, they should be able to take it. Breach ult does come out. It does not catch anybody, and I don't know if they know that Santi's here. It looks like it's going to be a 3v3 retake from EMU as they try to get the bomb plant down here.
All right, Spike is going down. Oh, gets picked off like a horror movie.
Yep.
And now this is a rather frightful scenario to approach.
Yeah, I mean, we still have some useful util, right? Breach misses his util.
All right, that's the shot. Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, Santi wasn't able to clutch that out.
No.
Good try.
Very good try. They were momentarily distracted, but yeah, no, their reactions are quick.
Yeah, it looks like we should have a half buy here. We're buying a shotgun, a sheriff. We have to see what the rest do, but it looks like Miami's able to do a full buy again. Their economy, again, they have 2 people that have pretty good economy there, but the other 3 are pretty low, right? Of course, we're going to be saving. It looks like we're going to be coming out with 3 default pistols. Let's see if we can pick anything off right here on C.
Yeah, this is looking like a round to lose, but all right, here we go. Going in with an aggressive jump. It's flashy, but it doesn't quite get the job done just yet.
It's good, though, right? On a save round, we've taken out 2 people.
We've taken out their weapons. Right
Yeah.
now, we're really trying to make their econ bleed rather than outright winning the round.
Yep, it looks like we are having one of our. It looks like Corey is going to, or Little Go is going to rotate through our spawn, right? And they do have control of C side. They will get this bomb down. It's going to be a very difficult retake, especially with 3 people up on their side. But it's not impossible as we start destroying the KJ ult util.
And looks like they're all fleeing from the scene.
They planted it for Mound, right?
Right, I see.
Yeah, they planted it for round. They have 3 rifles, so they have the clear advantage.
And Mound is a very good place to plant, basically, because you got those sites to peek.
Yep, it looks like we do get one taken out. It's all up to Little Go. Let's see if he can do anything.
If you're Little Go, I think you. Well, there's nothing to
There's
save.
nothing to
There's
save.
nothing to save.
There's nothing to save, so unfortunately he's going to die on site here. Good try, right?
Good try.
Again, save round. We took 2 guns off rip, so not bad.
Not bad.
Not
No.
bad. We do need to start getting some rounds.
We really well,
yeah.
And now that we've saved up, it's time to fulfill that promise. You know.
Yeah, yeah. So we should have a pretty solid buy going into next round. We'll see what we do here. Oh, it looks like there's a timeout.
All right, timeout. Going to be discussing some strategy. So far, what do you think isn't going right for us?
I think we're just a tad bit behind. Nothing is going extremely wrong. It's not like we've lost rounds that we should have won,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You know, could some situations have gone better for us? Sure, they could have. Did we miss a couple shots? Sure. I feel like Alex really aggressive right now.
Yeah.
And you know, he's just an aggressive player.
Yeah.
By
That's,
nature.
I mean, that's why he has so many kills. Yeah.
That's exactly why he has so many kills. He's an aggressive player by nature, but he's getting traded very frequently. So maybe, you know, if it was me, I'd like to see him die a little bit less. But he is entry, you know, and that's what he does.
He's entry. That's what he does. He is when you're behind, that aggressive kind of gambit can pay off, essentially, because you don't have that much to lose. Like we were saying with, Little Go a moment ago, there's nothing to save,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But I feel like in those clutcher moments when we have to retake, that's when we really want Alec to enter. I think it's more, his aggression is correct. It's just a matter of when he's choosing to activate that aggression.
Yeah, and this is what I'm used to more. This is Alec playing Raze on A side. This is what I'm a little bit more used to. This is like one of their normal strats.
Yeah.
So we'll see if he's able to, get some kills. It looks like it's still C focused for Miami. So there's not really many people here. There's one person here, and they're taking a little bit
here
of
they
control
all
of
come.
the.
They're creeping.
Yeah.
All right. And the fight will be taking place on B point. EMU is scrambling to kind of get into position here.
Yeah, Miami has full control of B. They were able to get a plant down. It looks like we do have 2 ults, and Alec is going to ult
he's
into
going
this.
in. All right. Take your shot.
And he is going to be... He should get 1
Yeah,
here.
you can't miss that.
Yep, he is going to get 1. He's has
And here they all
4
come.
players.
Oh, just a few inches to the left, and it would have made the difference. Wait.
Bomb's being diffused, and it gets diffused.
All right. Wow. Diffused in the middle of an intense firefight, and every Miami player died in that round.
Yep, it's that Gecko effect, right?
Yeah, yeah.
The Gecko having his little buddy, right? Just being able to defuse while EMU was able to push up, get kills, and successfully trade with Miami. Huge round.
Yeah, I mean, in the middle of an intense firefight like that, you're not going to shoot a little guy. You're not going to see that little guy there. That's not your priority.
Well, you shoot it more than you think, but they did. Not only did they do a good job of deploying that early, they did a good enough job. Like, they did a really good job, essentially distracting the players and trading properly enough. Unfortunately, Comfy does get 1 kill here.
Oh, that is a fight. I don't know if Alex should be taken right there. Something I've noticed is that Miami, they kind of move like a wrecking ball. You know what I mean? There's always at least 3 to 4 of them in a fight at once. Very rarely will only one of them peek out.
Yeah, unfortunately, they did have 1 person with a sheriff, right? The rest bought, and it looks like they're, as you said, they're balling up in tree, right?
Yeah.
So it's just that aggressiveness that
And
lost us that
I
round.
think that's what punishes Alex's aggressiveness, because if you kill 2 of them, 2 more will take their place. You know? Like,
yeah.
Oh, Alec also was probably flashed there as well.
Yeah. I mean, it just was how it was a hectic situation.
And
it looks like EMU is deciding to fully save this round. They're not even pushing
peace
this.
has been declared. There will not be bloodshed on this day.
Yeah, ceasefire. It looks like Miami's not really chasing. They do have Comfy, their KJ, going into B and sort of just like checking corners to make sure nobody's there.
Out.
Yeah, he's just sniffing it out. But it looks like they're not really chasing. EMU staying at C. Nothing intense is happening this round as EMU chooses to save.
Yeah, wise move on EMU's part, in my opinion.
Yeah. That again, it's one of those things where, like, could EMU have won that round? Yeah.
If they were really heroic, yes.
I mean, it's just that aggressiveness, man.
Yeah.
They were so aggro. If Miami lost that round, that would have been devastating for them. Right? It looks like we have sort of a half buy here. We have a Bulldog, a Sheriff, and 3 guns as they have a full buy.
So definitely odds stacked against us in this round.
Yep, it looks like they're playing a little default.
Yep.
Two people B, 2 people B, 1 person. Actually, they push into B pretty aggressively here. They have good positioning. If they want to execute the site, they can.
And Miami looks like they are setting up for, once again, to just all charge in on B, essentially, and overwhelm.
Yep, they only have 1 person offside who's sitting on B. Fade
Smokes
ults.
down. Now Thunder Knight going in.
Yeah, Fade ults. They're using utility. They're going to get this bomb down. And this is exactly what happened last time. EMU was able to win a 5v5 retake in this exact scenario. But this time...
but you know who's on the other side of that door.
Yep, but this time we don't have the guns that we did last time. So let's see if EMU can do the same thing again this round.
All right. Oh!
Those are some successful trades, but it looks like it's a 2v2.
Wait a minute.
Only 1 person left. He's going to put...
All right, put down the little guy.
And nice job.
Take their guns away. Confiscate those.
Redify gets that last kill. Again, man, our B retake is nice.
Our B retake, clean so far.
Yeah, our B retake is nice as hell. Every time, the fact that Santi's able to survive long enough to make his utility, you know, just make the difference in that round is huge. Because as you can see, we can smoke it off and put that on there. They have to shoot through the smoke.
Yeah.
Right? And then we're able to pick off the kills. Even though we did take some bad trades there towards the middle of that fight, we were still able to come out on top because of because of Santi's utility.
Well, and I feel like, yeah, because with Gecko on the team, his kind of mere existence kind of threatens the spike.
Yeah.
You know, you can't take your eyes off of that thing while he's up.
Yep, it looks like EMU was able to tell that there were 2 people A. They're, again, defaulting again with 3 people towards C side. It looks like it's a C execute from Miami on this one. They're not very rotation heavy right now. It looks like wherever they decide to go at the beginning of the round, that's what they're going. They're deathballing towards it. They are still playing a little default. It looks like KJ is entering for some reason going forward, but I'm sure Raze will go through here with satchels.
Yes.
We only have 1 person. KJ does end up ulting.
Yeah.
A Little Go should be able to back up off of this and give them C site.
And now EMU knows.
Yep, and of course EMU knows. And they're going to get sight. They're going to be able to get the plant down. EMU has done a super good job retaking, right? They've done an excellent job retaking, and this nade should do some damage if he's able to get it off.
Nice, nice.
And there's a trade on flank as we have 2 people coming to the front. We are trying to pinch them. It looks like
picking them off.
Yep, Corey's able to get one on the other side. We have all the he has the camera up.
Yeah.
There's only 1 person left on the, or there's 2 people left.
And you don't stand a chance there.
Dude, our retakes
that
are
retake
nice.
Was quality. Oh wait, it's not over. It's not over. Wait a minute. Oh no. Okay.
Yes.
Commentator's curse didn't happen. And just like that, the score's not looking so bad now.
I'm surprised. For some reason, I thought that round was over for a second.
Yeah. Well, we saw them popping up, being picked off, and there's that climactic sandwich of death happening, and then, yeah.
Then we get a cameo from Zach.
Yeah.
As per usual.
So, okay, real quick, I've been wanting to bring this up. We constantly talk about why Lotus is a good map for offense, but can you kind of explain to viewers who might not be as familiar, essentially?
Yeah, so any map that has 3 sites is going to be disadvantaged to offense.
Just because there's simply more to look after.
Or sorry, disadvantage to defense because there's just simply more to look after. There's this site as well as Haven that are super offensive heavy maps, right?
Yeah.
As you can see, like, you know, we're thin. We only have 2 people on A, 1 person on B, and 1 person on C. So if they deathball like Miami has been, they have an advantage. Now, it just happens that EMU has been doing a super good job retaking, giving up the site, and being able to do a 5v5 retake.
Yes.
But in most scenarios, it's a very difficult thing to do.
Well, it's still a difficult thing to do. They're just doing it.
Yeah, for sure. It looks like utilities being thrown out.
The firefight has officially started in its most earliest premature stage.
Yep, Redefy is able to get some information. He does send 1 C. They do know 1 is C. Even though they're not. Oh yeah, they are deathballing towards it. I thought that maybe they would rotate out a little bit, but no, they're not.
No. Oh.
We were able to deny that Omen ult.
Yeah.
It's mostly used for information. They still could go B because they have 1 person pushing through B. It looks like that's what they're going to be doing. They're able to rotate this over to B. We do have 1 person there, but I believe we're just going to give it up and we're going to do a retake again.
30 seconds left.
Bomb is going to get planted.
Yep.
Spike planted.
Uh-oh. Those nades are crucial. It looks like the breach does take out Santi here. And Alec is going...
It tries to go in with the ult, but gets shot out of the air, essentially, duck hunt style.
Yep, it is. It's going to be a 3v5. We might need to save here.
Yeah. They're retreating.
Yeah.
Oh, but wait, there's got to be 1 more.
Solid
went
trade,
for it.
and Vo was able to get
Wait
1.
a minute. Just like that.
It's a 2v2.
It's still a little dicey, though.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to push
I
this.
think you take the money and run, like in that scenario. Unless... Oh, the pop!
Yeah,
but you can't
even
defuse
though-
that bomb.
Yeah, even though we lost this round, we took away a lot
I'm
of
happy with that
guns.
round.
Yeah, we took away a lot of guns. The biggest difference between that round and our other retakes is that breach ult.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Even though Alec was able to ult, that breach ult really countered him,
Mm-hmm.
including everybody else. So even though we were able to get some exit kills right there, you know, we lost, but not too bad.
No, not too bad
Not
at
too
all.
bad. The amount of guns we took away was pretty big.
And that last like pop and headshot, like that made me smile. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, for sure. Is that Chris? Yeah,
Oh,
Chris is watching.
man is
back.
swole.
Oh no, that's
Oh,
Rose.
sorry. I just see this big guy come up and you're like, oh, it's Chris. And you're like, yeah, absolutely.
It looks like we sort of have a halfback. We don't
Mm-hmm.
have rifles on everybody, but it looks like Miami is deathballing towards C. We do end up have 2 people there. It looks like Raze is ulting
Not
in.
only are they deathballing towards C, they're like doing it, and poor Little Go.
Oh, he
what
does
am
take
I
out that
saying?
ult. He does take out that. That's a very
Yeah.
good trade right there.
That was a terrifying scenario for Little Go, and he kept us cool enough to fire his gun.
It looks like Santi does have his ult,
Yeah.
which we can
Here
retake
comes
with.
Thrash. Here he comes.
We find one. They're all in mound, I'm sure. There should be nobody on site. It's going to be 3v4. EMU's trying to get this bomb defused.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. The spike is down.
Yeah,
That's my
the
bad.
spike's down. They have to actually retrieve the spike.
No, that's huge because I believe the spike was being carried by that Fade. When
Yeah.
Fade went down, the spike went down. And that's huge because now EMU should have full control of this. Neither team has ults, so this is going to have to be fighting utility and just
creeping in.
gunfights.
All right. C main down.
One enemy remaining.
All right, it
All
looks
right.
like it's KJ versus 3, and they get taken down.
Taken down. Comfy down.
That was good.
That was very good. That was thrilling, dare I say.
That was really good. I'm so nervous. EMU needs to win this
We
match.
need to win this match, and like, I never want to throw any shade towards Miami because I know if I do, it's gonna be that taunt to get bodied combo. Like, I will not be the cause of my university's downfall.
It looks like it is last round, so
Yeah.
Miami's doing their best to buy up, but no matter what they do, they have 4 Sheriffs and a Vandal.
If we can even this out, it's going to be a very promising position for Eastern.
Yep, they're deathballing towards A. Eastern should know this. We should be able to back up and
Yep.
do a retake
Adapting
here.
very quickly.
Yep, Fade ult gets wasted because there's nobody on site. Gecko is being thrown out. It looks like we're all going to be coming through tree and this. We get smoked out
All right.
with the flash going out and Raze pushing in.
All right. Looks like we're going for an Alec play. Fire CCR.
We take 1. We take
Thunder Knight
2.
gonna get taken down.
We should know there's going to be 1 person tree, but unfortunately we
Alec,
get taken
2
out.
for 1 trade.
Last person's Fade in tree. They should get taken out here pretty fast.
Okay. And we have evened the game for a new fresh start on offense. That is, I want to say that's amazing. That's awesome. But it's also a status quo reset as well. So everyone's got to start out with pistols again.
We'll see how good we
Yeah,
do.
this is going to be...
I'm a little nervous because our
Yeah.
defense is usually our better side. Going even on defense is not ideal for Eastern Michigan. Now, is it ideal for a regular team? Sure, it's ideal for a regular team. But Eastern Michigan is not ideal.
Are you saying we're abnormal? You just said we're not ideal.
We have to see how we do, right? Now, technically, we're on the good side.
Now, Zach, if you're listening to this, I am happy to take Shree's place. I'm just saying. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. EMU is a little quirky on offense, you know, but we're going to see. Just get to the match.
Yep, it looks like they have 1 person on C. It's
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
be KJ. What's KJ's name again? Comfy.
Comfy.
Yes, so we were told that Alec is trying to hit every site Comfy's at. Just
That is-
bomb rush him and get him offside.
Yeah, I
and
don't
win
know
the
if this
map.
is the time to be going personal, but maybe
What was that nade?
that was a personal nade.
I want to be
No.
positive.
He thought Comfy might be there, so he threw it. Let's go with that. That's the headcanon.
It looks like we did rotate over to A.
Yes.
We have
And
Omen sitting up here.
Doing a
They
bit of
do
our
get
own
blinded.
death ball strategy going in, and Alec going in, takes down CCR.
Yep, it looks like we were able to stun them into B. There is 1 person close by. Hopefully we check that. We don't.
Oh, they didn't. Wait. And just like that, we have the advantage. And Comfy, very out of position.
Yep, it looks like we technically won trades, right? But that smoke was they were able to trade off a little bit more than I would like to. It looks like Redify is going to be really low, and then Comfy
Doors
should know
opening.
this, and I hope...
What kind of chicanery is afoot here? It looks like there's like a ding-dong ditch.
Yep, we should be able to double chow this and win this.
This is very difficult to approach as a single person. All right, we now know where Comfy is.
Yep, and we're going to block util. The bomb's getting down. If we can just play some time here, we should be good.
Oh, where were you looking, Redify? There you go. What, checking your watch? Checking your phone?
Let's go.
All right, all right.
It got hairy there for
Got
a second.
hairy for a moment.
Yeah.
It was a scuffle, to say the least. But we
Yeah.
lose nothing from those deaths, and just like that, we now have a lead for the first time in the game.
Yep, and this is the biggest difference, right?
Mhm.
I would say this is the biggest difference between Eastern Michigan of the beginning of the season and
Yeah.
Eastern Michigan now, is that this round will say a lot, because there would be a lot of scenarios where Eastern Michigan would win the first pistol round and lose their second bye round.
So let's see if that curse has been shattered.
Even though that knife goes out and there's 4 people on C, we don't have the information that there's 4 people there. Now that the round is settling down a little bit more, one person goes towards B. It looks like Comfy is trying to push out, but we did send 2 people A.
Yes.
So we're playing very default.
Maybe we're making almost like a distraction play at A, essentially. And it looks like it's working. Miami is starting to migrate over to A.
Yep, they started heavy C, but it looks like now we're making the read of going back to C.
Yeah, I like that. I like the mental war game going on there.
There's only 1 person on C. Comfy is trying to make a move out to
And
B.
now it looks like it's time for us to go in.
Yep, knives out. We should know that there's nobody else here.
Jumps in.
Faye's the only person here, but we should be able to take out Faye.
And Miami is not ready for this.
Yep, it looks like they've given it us. Unfortunately, Comfy does get 1 kill. I forgot exactly where he got that, but it's still, we have guns advantage. It's a 5v4 retake for Miami.
All right, but here comes Frash coming in. Actually, that's not Frash. I'm
That's
sorry.
not
They don't
trash.
have
That's
a guy.
Fade you too.
Yeah, thank you. It's a fish. Oh dear. Oh, for humanity.
Yep,
All
we
right.
are able to take out.
But the spike is being defused. Does he know?
Yeah, we were able to take the person off
It's a-
Spike. It's Redefy versus 2 people. Hopefully he's able to...
Oh, but there's no... Oh!
It's a 1v1.
Shot him in the hat.
It's a 1v1. Comfy versus Redefy.
Nowhere
Yes!
safe. Oh my! That looked bleak. I'm like, there's no way you can shoot the spike guy. Shot the tippy tip of a hitbox.
Oh my god. They're going to give me a heart attack.
All
They're
right.
gonna give me a heart attack.
That was terrifying, frankly.
Yeah.
We
looks
lost some
like-
guns there, and now this is the bonus round. So we'll see how Eastern adapts to this one.
Yep, it looks like we have default pistol, a stinger, a bulldog, a rifle, and a sheriff. So, and then we have Miami with full
Going
build.
in immediately, gonna take out the Omen.
I don't know what that is. That's the second week in a row I've seen Omen try to make that play.
Like on top of a pillar?
Yeah,
Yeah.
completely fail.
Yeah.
It looks like we take that kill for free. All right. Now it looks like they only have they do have 2 people on A and they have 2 people on B. Nobody on C. We can technically push this in, or we could rotate. Right? They're giving us. They're taking no space. They're giving us all the space on the map. And information. It looks
like
one,
for rotation is what's going to happen too.
Yep. It looks like KJ from their team is going to be going over to C.
I'm predicting. No, I think they're going for B.
You think so?
I think they're going for B, which I don't know if I like. Wait, I think C would be better here. You got the time for it. Yeah, let's take the scenic route.
Yep. It looks like we are taking a scenic route. Their KJ is a little suspicious, but unfortunately. But fortunately, KJ is giving up the side. Now, it looks like she's moving back on the side as we make our way
About
here.
to have a reunion between 2 rivals up on C point.
Yep, and we get the orb,
And we're out. All right.
It looks like Little Go is trying to take space A, but there are 2 people on A site from Miami. It looks like they're not fooled.
This is some genuine tomfoolery going on. All right, well, I hope your tricks were worth it, because you got to go fast. You ain't got much time to plant that spike.
Yep, we take bomb. There's 7 seconds left. I'm not sure if we'll
you
have
got time. You got time. Do it. Oh, too much tomfoolery. A millisecond too much of tomfoolery there. Oh, that was almost so good.
Yeah, almost. But unfortunately, we do take the L on that specific round. Now, again, it was a bonus round.
It was a bonus round.
Right? So we weren't supposed to win. It looks like both teams are going into this with a very healthy bye. Actually, no. Miami doesn't have the healthiest of buys, right? As I said last week, right? Like, half shields, not the biggest thing, especially when all you're doing is clicking heads.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So technically, EMU has a healthier buy. But, you know, from Miami, it's not bad. Now, if we win this round, we're in a good position.
That's a great position, yeah.
Yeah, we'll be in a good position. It looks like they did put 3 on C again. That utility should be able to
And it's
suss
out of
that
there.
out.
Oh, and here comes Ray's ult.
So much utility being used. I hope we check that right side.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. That hallway's dead. No one else is, but... And then take that back.
I really hope we check this right side. Please, for the love of God, check this right side. Please, please, please. Vlad, look to your right. Vlad, look to your right.
It's right there.
This person only has 42 health. They're not going to check.
Sam Lunch just creeping in the corner. Oh, no. Oh, don't do it. Watch out, he's got a knife. Don't do
Takes
it.
one away,
oh,
takes 2,
my
takes 2.
Lord.
Oh. With 42 health, Fade is able to take 4 EMU members. We only have Little Go left on the map.
And that, folks, is why you look under your bed for monsters. Always be paranoid. It pays off.
Unfortunate, but we'll see if Little Go tries to make any move.
I think
he's
Little Go's just going to hide, yeah.
Yeah, I think his goal is just to save and walk away this round with a rifle.
Well, all right then. So, how's the weather?
We're not in the worst position, right? It looks like Little Go's about to get a challenge
Oh,
here.
wait, okay.
He's
Pick
about
one off.
He's about to take away. He was able to take away 1. It's still a 1v3 with 5 seconds left. It doesn't look like Miami is trying to push Little Go
No,
at all.
not at all. Not at all. They accept the scenario, and we have a dead even game here, folks.
Yeah, we do have a dead even game. Technically, I believe we won more rounds on this side, right? No, it's what am I saying?
Yeah,
it was 6-6 and a half.
Yeah,
It
it's
was
even.
6-6. 6-6. Dude, that guitar always gets me.
That guitar, it inspires you without playing a single note.
It looks like there is a timeout. I'm not sure who called the timeout.
I mean,
Miami of Ohio called the timeout.
They called a timeout. I think this is definitely the spot to call the timeout because from here, I mean, economically speaking, this is probably going to be the most decisive round.
No.
No?
We're going to be on a save round. EMU should be on a save round.
Okay.
They should be either saving or half buying, while Miami should have a full buy.
Okay.
So I'm not exactly sure what that timeout is for. It could be technical difficulties. I'm not sure exactly what that could be. But we'll see. We'll see. That's a strange timeout, actually, to be honest.
Yeah?
It's not because, like, usually when you use timeouts, you're either, one, trying to break the other team's momentum, right? Or you're trying to regroup. But you just won 2 rounds in a row.
Yeah.
And EMU doesn't have momentum. So why would you take a timeout? I'm not sure. That strategy is unknown to me.
Well, maybe it's an unknown strategy that they're trying to iron down, essentially. Something decisive that will guarantee the win.
It looks like we did buy. EMU did buy. It looks like more of a half buy than anything else. Actually, no, not really. We have a pretty strong buy, except for that 1 stinger on Santi. So we'll see what we do here. This is huge, though.
Yeah.
If EMU loses this round, this could be devastating.
Yeah, especially after it's essentially turned a save round into a buy round.
Yeah. So this will be devastating. It looks like there's only 1 person on A. That's going to be, that's KJ, yep. So KJ is the only person on A. She is giving away space, so EMU can come in and plant the bomb. It looks like they are wanting to do a retake play.
And just going to, everyone's respecting the smoke at the moment.
It looks like Omen was able to come over to A. Even though we made some noise, we haven't really made a concrete push towards A. We could go B. We do have our Cypher lurking towards our spawn. Now Omen joins him. It looks like Miami is also leaning towards B while also putting one person on C and leaving only KJ on A.
Well, I also think that even though we're firing right now, after the tomfoolery of the last rounds, I don't think Miami's going to buy it.
Yeah. So
But all right, we have set foot on B soil.
it looks like Alec is able to get in.
Yeah,
We have it
Alex getting
smoked
into
out.
a good position here.
We
Gonna
have it
lurk.
We have it smoked out. Fatal comes out from Miami. Omen's able to take one kill. We're able
All
to
right.
take one as well.
Gets one, but Alec going to go down most valiantly.
Yep, we are able to get this bomb down on A, so it's going to be a 4v2 retake for Miami. Santi is sitting in a good spot with a stinger. If you want to be in a stinger, this would be the place to be. And it looks like we have a teammate right behind
Is
them.
ready for the jump scare.
It's going to be a 1v3 for Santi.
It can become a 1v2.
The bomb is going to start getting defused. They hop off. but
Yeah,
they're able
fires
to-
blindly.
Yeah, but they're
You-
able
you
to get
had
him to the
to.
smoke.
Yeah, you had to. And as you said, that is a pretty devastating round to lose.
That is a devastating round to lose. So I'm not sure exactly what the economy is going to be like, because I do believe we forced it a little bit there. But we'll see here pretty soon. EMU should be going into a bye, and as we go, now Eastern Michigan will call a timeout.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes absolute sense because what we do from here is basically going to determine if we win or lose the match, essentially.
Yep. So we're gonna usually how timeouts work is they're called on a save round, right? Dude, that guitar. Yeah, they're usually called on a save round. So we'll see what we can do here. But
Yeah. Make some financial planning, some financial aid.
Yeah. So it looks like where is Ian, by the way? I don't see him.
He's like, yeah, he's
Okay.
blocked essentially, but
Okay.
he's there in spirit. We see his place. Yeah,
I can't believe what no matter how nervous it is for us,
Mhm.
right? We're casting, so we have a job to do.
yeah.
I can't imagine. What
Oh,
it
yeah,
is like
being
as
a player?
Coach. No. I'm gonna be
Coach?
honest with you. It's easier to be a player
Yeah,
than it is like a spectator.
really. I don't know
Yeah.
if I agree with that.
No, it's 100% true.
But here's the thing, though. If like EMU gets absolutely stomped, I get to go home and take a nice bath, right? Like,
okay.
yeah, like it's stressful. I'm a patriot. I have loyalty, but my career's not on the line, win or lose.
It's
like,
It's not. But I'm telling you, in game, it's so much stressful to watch a game than it
Mm-hmm.
is to play a game.
I don't know if I agree with that.
I'm telling you, man. You haven't played competitively enough.
You haven't played terrified enough. You haven't played with the fear of God.
It looks like we do have sort of a half buy. We have some guns. We have a Bulldog on Santi. I believe we also have a Vandal on somebody. I don't know exactly who, but it looks like Miami's going to be a little aggressive towards B. And as I say that, they back up. EMU is looking. I don't even know. They're playing default. We are taking some
I
space
know
A.
that this isn't the round to do it, but I would love just a ballistic, aggressive play from EMU. We've been approaching these points with so much caution and kind of trying to work on that suspense, essentially. But I feel like we've seen that when Miami was on the back foot, they would often just go right in, essentially, and overwhelm.
Yep. It looks like we are going to be executing A. There is an Omen in the smoke. Hopefully they.
All right,
figure
takes out
that-
the util.
We do shoot some shots through the smoke, but unfortunately they don't hit. It looks like even though we have some presence on A, we have 3 people
Yeah,
on
we're
C
committing.
long.
No, we're committing to C, and that commitment has just been made clear.
Yep, it looks like KJ is backing off, and they're going to give us bomb site, and we're able to go put this down. And Miami is going to
But
play a
the- yeah.
5v5 retake.
Very fast response from Miami, though. Pretty much everyone's here.
Yep, we do have a Bulldog up close by Santi here, and it looks
All
like
right,
Raze,
here it comes. Yep.
Raze does get traded out. That's a pretty solid trade.
Yeah, and it
especially.
also uses the ultimate as well. All right, good. Just defend that spike. Yep.
There's only one person left on Miami of Ohio. This is a save round. This would be huge if we could get it. Redify with the Sheriff on this map is a monster. Corey puts out the util. He's able to spot the fade. We have one person on site watching bomb site. It's going to be Alec. He's going to put up some fights.
Going aggressive. I like that play.
He does run out, but he's able to pull out the pistol. He's able to pull out the pistol and get the kill.
I have to say, I do like what Fafade did there, because it's like starts with spike, and you kind of expect that fake out, right? But you don't expect to run around the corner and shoot. So that was a very good last-ditch effort, but paid off for Eastern Michigan 9-9. Economic advantage.
Oh, no, for sure. I cannot believe we won that round.
Yeah.
That was a save round that we went into with only a Stinger rifle and 4 pistols. Or, sorry, Stinger rifle and 3 pistols. Now we have a sort of a jank buy on Miami's side. They have a Bulldog and a Stinger, while we are able to do a full...
Here's that aggressive play I was talking about, and it's paying off, it looks like.
Yeah, I mean, it was solid trades. It's 3v2, and as I said that, it's it's a 3v2, and now it's a 3v1. Only person left is KJ. Then KJ's across the map and only holding a Bulldog.
Yeah, no, that kind of change of momentum is, I feel like, what you need to do in this kind of scenario. You let the team get used to the pace you play at, they can start formulating a strategy. If you throw them off guard, like just with sheer aggression, that's when it starts to pay off.
Yeah, EMU has done a really good job conditioning Miami throughout this whole thing. And it looks like KJ is choosing to save her Bulldog.
But this is I think that's the right play, but you were running out of rounds to save on, which is, this game is getting closer and closer.
Yeah, they sort of bought in, and Miami's economy is not the greatest, right?
Yeah.
So, and now EMU is able to build their economy off of this round with 3 people alive, only losing 2 guns, and Miami, when they're saving, they're not even... Actually, no, I believe the KJ picked up a Vandal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they end up saving a Vandal here on Miami's side.
So Miami does have an angle back into the game, essentially, especially seeing as what we just won last time. But still looking very promising for EMU here.
Oh, no, for sure. Being on offense, being up around
and not just that, but we have ultimates.
Yep, we have 3 ultimates. It doesn't look like Miami has any. They are close to one of them, which is the Breach one, which is a pretty big one.
That's an important one, I'd say, yeah.
That is an important one. That's the only one that Miami has close to. It looks like Miami is playing aggressive. We are able to notice that out. We're going to dodge that nade, and we should be able to rotate over to B or A, noticing that there's minimum 3 people on C.
And it looks like Miami is staying guarded on C. Once again, that conditioning coming into play. Going to send the Omen over to check. They are now convinced that C is no longer the play.
Yep, it looks like they're fast forwarding out of C as EMU takes control of A. We're not fully on site yet. We are through tree, and it looks like Miami's starting to make their push through B.
Yeah, no, we're taking this pretty slow. I don't know if EMU fully expected them to, not respond immediately.
Santi does get thwarted by...
And there's that breach ult, as we were discussing.
Yep, that breach ult does come out. It is
we're going to go down one by one, and that is a big round to lose.
Yep. I'm not sure exactly what happened there. Little Go gets thwarted by a Ray Satchel, so he's not able to get that kill on the breach. It doesn't help the fact that the fact that Little Go was not able to get that kill on the breach, and that kill enabled Breach to get his ult, and then ult out the site and clear out EMU. It's just it's a series of unfortunate events.
And just like that, we have an incredibly even game, uncomfortably close to the end.
Yep, it looks like EMU is on a weaker buy than Miami.
Yes,
right?
We have a Thrash in the pocket. I'm not as big on the Intel ultimate.
Yep, it looks like Thrash Gus does get used, and it is able to clear out site, so we do know there's nobody on site.
We know there's no one on site, but they're lurking. They kind of stealth past Thrash, like, I don't know if we know that they're all here now.
Yep, it looks like Miami is going to take the route of retaking 5v5. We do know where they are. We are going to try to get some utility out to slow them down, but Miami does make it out to site.
All right. takes out their initiator. Dodges for breach stun. Gotta try to defuse it. Has protection, has friends. Oh.
Yep. Unfortunately, we don't end up getting that round, right?
Yeah.
Technically a lower buy, but still a very important round. as
Again, we're
now-
running out of time for those lower buys.
Yeah, we are sort of running out of time. That started off really well with a good trade, but unfortunately, it's just the fact that they were able to just take us over with better guns.
Yeah. Outgunned. Not necessarily outmanned.
It looks like EMU is saving on a 10 to 11 round.
That is a dicey proposition. They do have free ultimates on the flip side.
Yeah, this is going to be tough.
Two of those being utility ultimates, so...
We'll see. I mean, it's not like we haven't done this before.
Yeah, that's true. That's
right?
true.
We were able to come out and get a win just like this, and that's what I believe that our team is hoping for. It looks like Miami is being very aggressive on
like
B.
ants on the mound.
Yeah, they're being very aggressive. They're being very aggressive on C. By opening this door, it does look like we were thwarted away from B. So it looks like EMU might be doing an A push here.
No, this is a round where the mind games are extra important because, again, you're outgunned, essentially. And you kind of can't screw around with these loose firefights. You know, you have to get some kind of drop on them.
It looks like we're pushing. I think we're going to be ending B here as Redify takes us out. Now, Redify is a god on the map with the Sheriff. I'm not sure what it is on Lotus and Redify and his Sheriff, but it's god.
He's going to shoot you with a Sheriff if you say Redify one more time. Just like that. Speak of the devil. The Sheriff is in town.
Oh, Steven, what a shot with that Sheriff.
Fastest reflexes in the West. I mean, I'm sorry, in the East. We're Eastern Michigan, not Western Michigan. Forgive me.
Yep, it looks like Raze from Miami tried to use her ult, but Kale was able to do it.
Oh, walks
and
into
Redify,
it.
again, with the shot, he does get taken out. It looks like it's a 2v4 retake from Miami. Flash goes out.
Ooh, this is gained. Okay, gets taken out. This is still, even with just the breach left, that is a nice.
Redify and his Sheriff on Lotus, man.
I just see him spinning that Sheriff and blowing the smoke off the barrel, like, boy, putting it back in the holster.
Redify a Sheriff on Lotus
And a
is
dream.
godlike. Oh my god.
Honestly, I think we should just never give him guns. I think we should just save money on him every round and just give him a Sheriff every time.
Now it is 11-11. EMU versus Miami of Ohio.
Cannot take this. This is this is doing a little bit of damage to me heart.
Full buy coming in for both sides. It looks like Miami's being extremely aggressive on C mound with two. Is that 2 people or 3 people there?
That is 3 people there.
That is 3 people that I really hope we're able to not mess this up. Check your corners for the love of God.
Pizza Man's here, and he brings death.
Yep.
But not a good trade.
Yep. Unfortunately, we take the losing end of that trade.
Oh, and gets clipped.
Yep.
All right, match point.
Vova tries to grab that bomb. Unfortunately, we lose the trades all on mound. Miami's been doing, even though they've been super aggressive on that mound, they've been doing it very successfully every single round.
Well, they don't overstep on the mound, right? They get into position on mound, essentially, and then they stay there.
Yeah. It looks like EMU does have sort of a half buy with a Spectre, a Vandal, a Stinger, Bulldog, and a Phantom.
I don't know if that's a half buy. I think that's all you could afford for Christmas this year.
It is last round. It looks like there's going to be an initial push towards A for EMU. There's only one person on A side, and that's going to be KJ.
I wish they just knew and just all rush in. Okay, Miami on the mound again.
Yep, now Little Go knows that there's going to be somebody behind him.
Redify gets picked off. Oh, no. This could be the end, folks.
It's 3 down for EMU. It is going to be 2v4. It looks like Santi is
We can't
super
plant the
weak.
spike, though.
Yep, and we do it. Fade
ult. Yep.
It looks like Miami is pinching them through.
Oh yeah, no, this is a terrifying scenario, and it's over. And that's
Unfortunately.
gonna be game one. Oh, that was. If we won that game one, then we would have been in such good shape for game two. Now we have to play on 2 maps that are not our home turf, and we gotta win.
Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, we haven't seen our EMUs bind yet,
Yeah.
right? So we don't know how good or how bad that is, but we will see this upcoming map. Hopefully, they've been doing a lot of practice on it,
Yeah.
right? That first map, man, there's. I wish we did just a couple things better.
Such as?
Right? Just, I don't know, it's at the beginning we were so aggressive, right?
Right.
And then we would always have to win save rounds to come back into the game. And even when we did that, we weren't able to carry that momentum forward.
Yeah, I still. You ever have those dreams you fall asleep to and you just shudder when you remember something? I have that with the round where they missed planting the spike by like 1 millisecond because they were doing some weird vaudeville skit or something.
Yeah.
But looking at the KDA overall, pretty high kill participation from pretty much everyone on the team.
Yeah, no, I mean, if you look at even both sides, right? The
Yeah.
only person that stands out even a little bit is going to be their Raze and their Breach, who end up hitting 20, right?
Yeah.
But everybody else is right around that 18, 19, 17 range.
Yeah,
right? On both
surprisingly low kills for Alec this game, essentially. Yeah.
It's because he was being very aggressive and
He was
being
being
picked off very early.
Yeah, he kept getting shut down really quick because, again, he's being aggressive into a death ball. You
Yeah.
know, like, look, I have respect for a man who runs up and punches his problems, but when that is a wrecking ball, that is going to break your fist at the very least, you know, like. But he did indeed. On the flip side, though, he did get 6 first bloods.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's,
Which paints the tale of aggression itself.
yeah. So I mean, look, at the end of the day, right? If it was my opinion,
Mhm.
right? There's no denying that Alexander's our best player.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. I just wish he would survive a little bit longer in
Yeah.
these rounds so he can have a bigger impact. Right. He's been aggressive and it's worked on these lower level teams, and I don't know if that's working on Miami. Right?
Yeah, because
He's not-
Miami knows how to punish it.
Yeah, he's not able to get that first kill and get away like
Yeah.
he has been before. So, you know, at the end of the day, they'll improve, they'll talk about it, right? And at the end of the day, that was a super close map 1, and we're going into bind, which EMU has worked out. So, thank you again, guys, for watching. We will see you on map 2.
Yeah.
Took you to the brain. She said, don't wanna be with you, let's say my name. I just give another excuse, yeah, she don't wanna say. I just said the 4 little words on so she play my game. And she said that she love me, but she wants someone new. Want 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 someone new. Yeah. so she play my game. And she said that she love me, but she wants someone new. Want 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 someone new. Yeah, she thinking that it's over now, but I can't think of anyone but you. But you. I thought that we're getting closer. Guess I was wrong. I don't know what to do. She's saying, although mama wish I could just say we won, then I would be one goodbye. Cause I can't take it no lie. Wishing that I wasn't around to run away. If it was me, you'd probably stay away. Yeah, she probably thinking about me when it's late. Yeah, but probably not, I'm just too told with me. Yeah, I know that it's my fault, but told her I don't wanna say. Yeah, I just realized she don't love me too late. Took two to the brain. She said don't wanna be with you, let's say my name. I just give another excuse, yeah, she don't wanna say. I just said the four little words on so she play my game. Yeah, she said that she love me, but she wants someone new. Want 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 someone new. Yeah. We the top again now, would we lay the crown, but count us higher than a mountain. And we be up here for the long run, strapping for a long one. We got everybody on one. Now you coming at the king, so you better not miss. And we only get stronger with everything I carry up on my back. You should paint it up with a target. Why would you dare me to do it again? Come get your spoiler, but we're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, look at you calling my name, you ought to know by now. We're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, maybe you wonder what your future's gonna be, but I got it all locked up.
Welcome back, everybody. Okay, you might notice that Henry's voice might be a little bit different. I can't lie. Sorry, we got surgery midway through.
Yeah, the voice changer surgery.
yeah. But welcome back. We're going into map 2. We did lose Lotus 13-11. So
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Unfortunately, it was super close. We had super close rounds. It was just small mistakes that led us to 11-13 loss. But again, we're on a new map.
Going
we're
into
on bind.
Okay. You can. I'm excited. Look at this. Look at this. We got Yoru. I'm so happy right now. We got Alec on the Yoru. Deadlock. I don't like Deadlock. But so Yoru. Okay. Now back in 2023, little history lesson. Okay, Yoru's just good on bind overall. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you can do with his TPs. He can get out of a lot of situations. But a little history lesson in esports. Back in 2023, LCQ Sentinels versus 100 Thieves. Tens
What
played
is
Yoru.
that skin?
Yeah, I don't like this one. I can't lie. Like, no hate to like Vova or anything. But I don't like it. I don't like this song. Pew, 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 pew.
You know what needs to happen?
What?
I need to choose skins for all the Valorant teams, all the Valorant players.
Yeah?
Yeah, just
You
so
need to do
people know.
skins?
No.
Oh.
I choose skins for
Okay.
Redefy, as well as today I chose skins for Chris as well
Yeah.
before his practice, right? After seeing that pistol,
You need to do it for... Dude,
I need to do it for Vlad.
Vlad's not even here. You need to like call him on Discord and tell him what to do.
I need to take over his computer,
Yeah,
hack into him.
Yeah, but EMU is going to be starting on defense, which I know they actually really like because they love the Yoru on defense. They love how he can get out of situations and get, but he takes these fights so well. You can already see him taking shower control. No one's going to be there to meet him, as Miami's actually on B long, heavy B long, not taking any hookah control, so they're not going to reach that deadlock trip. But this wall's going to come out from Little Go to block him off, to delay a little bit. They do have the option to TP if they want to and meet this breach on a site. But right now, they're just going to try and wait out. The wall's going to be destroyed. And now they're just going to wait to execute. They did get Altorp as well.
Yeah, I mean, EMU's ready, right? We have, even though they've shown a lot of presence on C, it looks like we're sort of reading the fact that they're not aggressing right away, right? We still have 2 people on A, and we have 3 people on C, but Miami has sort of slowed down. We saw a lot of death ball last round, but this round they're playing a little bit slower.
Yeah, we did see a lot of util traded out, like the deadlock wall coming out from long, but I'm really surprised that they haven't aggressed at all yet. Maybe they're trying to get this Viper wall to make some presence on A to get some players off of B site, but as I say that, Miami starts to execute B site, and Santi getting 1 but 2 in trade of that, making it favorable for Miami in this execution. 2 players are still going to be guarded, but Little Go keeping control of back site, but they've got no information about the front, and now it's only Little Go and Breach standing.
The bomb does go down. Little Go should get... Oh, he's not able to get the last 2 kills there. Unfortunately, EMU takes the loss on that round. Now, Miami, even though they slowed down a little bit, right? When they wanted to execute, they executed very fast. And EMU just was not able to react fast enough.
Yeah, definitely. And they did have that Viper up on A site and that wall, which did bring a little bit or a lot of EMU players. They started to rotate over, and that is the moment that Miami was waiting for. That's why they were waiting long for such a long time, and they just waited for those EMU players to rotate to A and take the site. But we're gonna see a huge brawl coming up in A short.
Yeah, I mean, it's guns versus pistols. Smoke's down. Yoru's gonna flash out here. Puts out.
Oh my gosh!
God.
3 kills immediately from Samlon on the side of Miami with the Guardian. And that was insane. There must have been a collab there because I didn't even hear 3 bullets go off.
EMU is in showers. We have 2 people there. It looks like Breach is going to take that orb. Unfortunately, there's not a lot EMU can do here. It looks like they are going to get pushed out of showers. They are... not able to get that last one. It looks like Vova's the last person alive. He does know that there's going to be somebody in shore, and someone from Miami is checking this, but it doesn't look like they know exactly where he is. He may be able to get 1.
They know now. They're going to try and get these alt orbs. And Vova, if he can get one, I'm not going to be complaining. I mean, obviously there's no chance to win the round, but that alt orb is going to go to Comfy, and then getting that Viper ult online is going to be huge for Miami going into these next few rounds, though.
Yeah, Comfy's playing really well this map so far. The team playing around his wall round 1 as well as that kill. Did they die at all? I don't think they lost one life on that side. Yeah. So it's going to be EMU going in with what I would say is it's a good buy. We have some half shields, we have a Guardian, but you know it's going to be a half buy for Miami on offense.
Yeah, and then going into this round, we can still see that Alec wants to take shower control, as well as we have this Breach actually coming with him to take this control, but he's not going to meet any player yet. Viper's going to keep control of the lobby area, but possibly meeting the Breach. They just want to get this alt orb online probably for Vova. And as I say this, Miami going up long again. This resembles the pistol round. And Little Go going to be the one to get the first pick on the Gecko, which is a huge pick, getting that initiator off the board for Miami, leaving them only with Sky.
They were able to do some nice trades, but unfortunately that grenade doesn't work well for EMU, as now they're able to take away 1 person. There's 3 people long. It looks like 1 person is taking space. That's going to be Viper at A showers. Maybe they're going to deploy the same strategy of doing a little bit of distraction and being able to push through C.
What a shot from Little Go. Getting that spike off the ground. They might look to TP, actually, as Viper is taking the shower space. They might look to TP here since they have all of that space to work with, but Viper... I'm not sure if she has the information of Brim in the Breach, but she does actually get taken out. Okay, Redefy, the one to pick her off, but they do decide to opt in for that TP anyways. They are playing a little bit slow, though. I believe they might have got the alt orb showers. And now Ray's making sure that no one's trying to flank them or anything. These Brim smokes are going to come down. They're going to try to get this plant down with 27 seconds left on the clock.
It is 4v2. for advantage EMU, but we do have two people that's going to be Deadlock and Brim super low. It looks like Raze is able to take out that breach, one of our more healthier people. So this is going to be a tough one.
And the boom bot to take out Redefine, and now it's a 2v1, but two players solo. Alec, one of them gets taken out with a nade, and that's a 4K. But is there time? There's no time. He's hunting for this Deadlock and not going to find him. And the round goes to EMU. Now, I don't like how that went. Okay, I know like the round did go to EMU, but it did not feel like it.
No, that was what was supposed to be a clean round. Ended up costing us 4 guns, right? And then now, as you can see, EMU, not only are they having a lower buy, they have sheriffs and pistols and stingers, while Miami has a full buy with all vandals and full shields.
Yeah, they've also definitely have been alt farming around the map. I mean, we can see most of Miami players are going to be 2 off alt, 1 off alt. So they're going to probably look to fight this alt orb B long, possibly showers as well. So they are going to end up sending 3 players long, maybe trying to get, if you could get scoreboard off the screen, thank you. But yeah, trying to get this alt orb, and Alex going to be taken out for it after getting 1. Vova's going to escape with his life with a little bit of damage as well, but he's able to recover that Vandal as well.
I mean, look, when you trade 1 for 1 and the other team's on offense, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but we do get a gun, right? And in previously we didn't have a gun. It looks like the Viper is able to see that someone's still A. She's going to get smoked out. It looks like Miami is going more towards A than on C. It looks like they've given up C and they're going to execute on A here.
And they did get the Gecko out online, which actually passes Steven. He gets 1. He does get traded out for it, but that was Spike. I mean, that was all wasted from the Gecko as well. So getting that out, I mean, even if they are unable to lose or unable to win this round, they got that Gecko out off the board, but Vlad does get 1. This Aftershock, not going to be able to do any damage to the breach, but it does deny that plant. And Sky meets Fade in U-Haul, takes her out, and now it's a 2v2 or 2v1.
Sky is super weak. Sky is super weak, and we have even though Deadlock is full health, and we have Breach super low as well. It looks like Sky's going to take the TP, go B, plant that bomb. It's going to be a 2v1 retake from EMU side.
Now, Sky does have ult as well, so if she opts for it, I mean, that's on her. She is really low HP, but it could be worth using at this point. But Vova as well, 14 HP to meet her.
We should have Flash here, so we should be able to entry into this site, but even util-wise, we don't have a lot here. 14 health on this Sky, just waiting for EMU to push into her crosshairs.
And now she does drop down. She collects the 2 EMU players left. On such low HP, Sky is able to clutch it out without even using ult. EMU not able to drag it out of her. And her instead getting the round on the board for Miami, making a 3-1 lead. You look stressed right now. I gotta tell the broadcast. I have to say, oh my god.
Getting a 2-piece collat in a clutch with 14 HP is nothing short of a miracle.
I mean, well, I can't even say, like, that was well played by this guy. I mean, such little util to play with as well. I mean, I believe she only had heal, so it's like you're not going to do anything with that. But yeah, just playing for that, oh my god, playing for that CT. I mean, she didn't even know where they were at first as well. So it was played very well.
Yeah, it looks like Miami again is favoring towards this B long, and Alexander is going to try to haul them off as much as possible. It looks like Viper is taking her default position at A, being a distraction as much as possible. Both teams had a pretty solid buy also going into this round.
Definitely, and you can tell that EMU has recognized their long push as they have Vova just holding this stun. I mean, his finger has started hurting now. I mean, he was holding that for like 30 seconds. Now, Miami does give up that long position after they realize that EMU is going to start fighting for it, and they're going to start taking A short instead. Now, this could be very dangerous. I mean, we have 1 showers and 4 coming up short.
Deadlock does have her ult, so we'll see if she utilizes it properly in this round. Fade does get gets pushed out of U, and the bomb does go down.
But Alec does get a pick on the Brimstone, so no molly for that post plan, even though the bomb is down. This all is going to come out. He's going to know the positions of a lot of these players, and that Raze is going to be taken out. This flash comes out, and he's playing for the team. But however, not a collat this time. The Sky only gets 1. But on the other side of the map, Comfy gets Breach off the board, and Little Go, one of 2 players from EMU to clutch it up.
It is a 2v1 with Viper stuck in showers. We do have a lot of utility from Deadlock. Deadlock doesn't have her ult, but her wall is down, and Viper has to swing this here.
And she gets taken out by Little Go. EMU clutching it up 2v1 to get their second round on the board. You're still stressing. You got to calm down, man.
That was an important round. We needed it, right?
Definitely.
You know this better than me. Is this map defensive sided or offensive sided?
I believe it's offensive sided, but I could
Is
be
it?
wrong. I could be
Okay.
wrong. No, listen. I don't know this. I don't know this better than you. I don't know this better than you. Okay, for us, I do want to say it's defense sided. We did choose defense going into this map, but I know that we just love taking control of the map, especially with the Yoru. Taking control of, like, we saw him taking control of showers before. He can just get out of there after getting the first blood. So it's like I want to say it's defense sided because they don't have to take the fights. The attackers have to take the fights going to them. And with EMU's confidence and their picks, they just want to go for it. But speaking of which, Redefy does get taken out first. The attacker's getting the first blood, but Little Go, the man to step up, man of the hour, does not deny plant, though.
Yep, the bomb does end up going down. It looks like Miami is mostly in short, with Viper holding the back. EMU is going to wait for all of our players to rotate from B so we can retake this as a team.
Definitely, and we see these players gathered up short, and this Brim is actually lining up for a Molly lineup. Alex does take one out, but gets taken out in return. Comfy, the one to step up for Miami, but does he block it? He does.
Did he get it?
Yeah, he does. He head blocks it, but he's on 15 HP. He gets peeked, and he's not gonna land the shot. Now, he did block the Molly lineup with his head. You can do that.
I actually have never seen that.
You've never seen that happen?
I've seen it on YouTube and
Oh,
TikToks,
okay.
right?
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I've
yeah.
never seen that happen actually in game. That was close.
Yeah.
That was close, but unfortunately, we just weren't able to do it. And that was also sort of like a half buy for Miami, wasn't it?
I believe so, yeah. I mean, their econ is not looking too great right now, so they did need to win that round, but so did we. I mean, our econ is also in shambles right now, so both sides are looking rough, but again, we should recognize these tendencies from Miami. I mean, they have lineups. They are trying to take such strong control of these points, just like Showers. Little Go immediately uses the wall. He's almost taken out there. You heard the immediate panic in my voice.
Yeah, no, he was able to get away with his life. We should now recognize that Miami's going to be making an A push, and they're not very Miami doesn't have any tendency of rotating. Is they choose a site and they execute. So EMU should know that they're more than likely going to execute. But Miami is playing with a little bit default, having one person be long, one person holding the market area, and then one person short.
Yeah, actually, EMU has taken a lot of control of the map. They have Redefy peeking long right now to get that information, and that peek comes out from Alec. He does end up TPing back to A, which is not where Miami are looking to execute. The moment that this goes off, they are going to have to play retake. Possibly a 5v5 retake on B is what they're going to be looking for. But if Santi keeps playing games here, it might be a 4v5.
Yeah, Miami has chosen to end B, right? We only have EMU only has one person there. I believe we are recognizing it, so we're start going. It looks like Ray's started using her ult.
Yeah, this Razor is going to clear out the space, but Redefy challenging this space, actually. Not thinking the Razor is going to send it, but that all gets Vova instead, CT. We've got 3 players coming up from CT. The Skydog is going to note Redefy's position. And we got 3 players coming up in this choke point. We know what happened last time when they went into this choke point. Like a lad from the sky. But they are end up getting on site this time around. But again, these lesser guns, it's a 4v5. It is just not looking good.
It looks like Miami's positioning mostly towards long with one person in hookah. If we're able to take out that Gecko is going to be huge. But unfortunately, guns are too strong.
But definitely, I mean, again, as much as you try to push that garden, I mean, it's so much easier for the people with the Phantoms to just spray you down as you try to take that space. And the thing is, you have to take that space as a defender. You have to take all of this. I mean, we saw it in last map. I know I wasn't here, but I was locked in. I was locked in the game. Timeout is going to start, so let's just talk about last map. We saw Miami. They planted. They just backed up. That's all they did. We saw it in Mound. They have 3 people going Mound. We saw it once in Tree. They had every single one of their players go Tree. I think they had 1 player outside of it, but she was still near it. So it's what EMU has to do in these post plants, we can see that none of Miami want to play on site. All they want to do, they want to get the bomb down, boom, long. They want to get the bomb down, boom, showers. It's and then that forces EMU to waste time and push that space, but they push it so dramatically that they're we need this now. We need this space now, even though there's 40 or so seconds on the clock when that spike goes down.
Yeah.
But we see them I mean, you got the worst guns. You're going to push with everybody, so you're just going to get sprayed down by Phantoms. But we'll see going into the next few rounds where they just need to take this space, but I think they have to do it way more calmly because they do seem like they're in, like, I get it, you know, you're down one map, but you just got to lock in and act like this is map 1.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see how it goes. Like, did EMU call that timeout or Miami? I think EMU called it, right?
I want to say it's EMU.
Yeah. It looks like we are going into this round with a judge, a bulldog.
You don't sound very happy about that. A judge. We're going to this round with a judge.
The amount of times my buy rounds have been thwarted by a judge in ranked, I hate that gun.
Okay, so we win this one, is what you're telling me.
It could be. It looks like Alec is going to be sitting here. He should know that. Oh, whoa.
Breach all comes out, though. It does help him get the pick. Sorry for cutting you off.
No, it's fine. It looks like we do make an aggressive push, but unfortunately the Sky does take out our Brim, right? The breach out does end up getting us 1 kill, and it looks like Miami is backing up off of that ult.
Now, I'm not so sure if we won that fight. We did get 1 pick off of it, but as defenders, that trade does not favor us. We do have to split more of our players in more places, and as well, they got our Brim ult off of the board. So, we do have Deadlock ult to try and save this round, but right now it's looking favorable for Miami, Ohio, as they do have this Gecko ult online as well.
Yep, Miami is going right back to B again. This Gecko ult is going to be able to clear the site, and we do have 2 people here. 1 person pushed up into hookah and 1 person on site. So let's see if Miami can push us out. Is that Gecko going long?
Yeah, the Gecko. Every single Miami player is going to head long again. We've seen it before. We've seen it again. It's like EMU on Lotus, but it's whatever. And this Raze is going to satchel into backside. This Thresh is going to come out and actually does get Alec in trouble. He's taken out as well as Vova. And it's going to be a 2v4 retake. Oh, we got the judge. We got the judge cam. I mean, he does have eye as well. See if he can do anything. But just like I mentioned before, all of the players are going to go Garden.
Yeah.
And it's planted for it as well. So, I mean, EMU looking to save here with a judge and a bulldog. I mean,
yeah, I don't know about that, right? Realistically, our econ is so low.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We got to save what we can, but I don't know what saving a judge and a bulldog is really going to do coming up to next round.
Yeah.
And man, Miami has hit what, A like once, maybe twice, right? Out of the 5 rounds, I would say it's only been once. The rest of the time they've hit B long so successfully. I'm not really sure what EMU can do to like really stop them from bullying their way into B and planting it every single time and just going back and sitting.
No, they did have an idea, EMU, with the Breach Stun, which I think they should just hold at the... Oh, we just heard a judge kill. Heyo.
Oh.
Heyo. But, 200. Sorry. But, I lost my train of thought. The judge kill really killed me. Hold on. You talk for a minute while I think.
Right.
Oh, nope. It's gone. I'm sorry.
EMU, for the 2nd round in a row, is going to come up with... I don't even know what to call this by. 2 sheriffs, 2 half shields, three half shields, a judge with a full shield, 1 vandal, and 1 bulldog. While Miami has full, they're able to buy because they're so rich. We haven't won a round in so long. It looks like Alec is getting ready to push this out.
Yeah, this is the first time this fight is actually going to happen in showers, and he gets the pick, and he's able to get out with his life. And a little bit of damage on him, but it doesn't really matter at this point. That's 1 taken out for Miami, Ohio, as well as that Viper ult. They're not going to be left with any ults, and I'm not sure about their ult points. But, I mean, that's a huge ult to get off the board. A Viper ult?
Yeah.
The Viper pit, yeah.
And Viper has been a pain in our behind.
Yeah.
Just
Thank you for censoring
distracting
yourself
us.
there. I know you had to really focus on that one. Oh, yeah, the anti-Viper comp is for Lotus specifically. This comp is really for Alec to get aggressive. It's really to set him up with the breach. It's for him to get aggressive, like that shower play. You saw the stun come out, you saw the flash. So this comp is really for Alec to get aggressive, as well as for this Deadlock to hold B site. I mean, we got this Trip Hookah to try and stop anybody from jumping out. But, I mean, there's nothing for Garden, which is what I'm really worried about.
Yeah, I mean, Little Go is really playing with his life right now. Miami is very split for some reason. You know, now they're trying to come towards B, but again, they just keep going through long. Let's see if Little Go can stop this somehow. You would think Deadlock can stop a long push, but EMU has struggled thus far, and with the judge in hookah.
I mean, yeah, the wall already used, but the ult is going to get this Raze, actually, in the path of the ult. 8 seconds left on the board for Miami to try and get this plant down. They're going to try to put everything into it, and they're going to get it down.
They
And
will
now-
get it down, but they are going down one by one. Gecko's the last person alive on Miami, and we are able to take him down.
Redefy with the Sheriff once again able to take them out. But I was gonna say it feels like what Miami is doing. It feels like they're gonna hit B every single time, right? But they have to make that presence A to threaten that presence or to threaten that space. So the EMU, even though they know,
What is Pushpin doing?
watching the match, obviously.
What is that position? That lean back is crazy.
But yeah, so it's like, even though Miami plans to end B almost every single round, what they do is they contest A short, they contest showers as well to keep EMU players here. And as I say this, I mean they're looking for an A execute,
Yeah.
but it's like that's what they're doing. They contest that space to make sure the EMU players stay A, even though they're going to end up executing B.
That Viper is really keeping EMU honest. Honestly,
Yeah.
that's just what it's coming down to. And it looks like Santi is just in love with the judge.
I mean, I'm not complaining. We did hear that one kill from it, and our econ is not the best right now. But as Miami goes for this execution, it's looking like a 5v5 retake unless Comfy's able to get a pick. And he's not. Vova the one to take him out. That Viper, again, that Viper pit not going to be in use for this round at least, but they do have Brimall on the board as well as the Brim Molly for that post plant, and he's already in position. You see him. So as long as that Brim is alive, EMU are not looking to get this round. They know that they have to push this, but they have to push so deep and short, and Alec going to be the one to get the information with his ult. But what can they do to actually push it? The Brimall comes out. They do actually use a Brimall of their own, EMU. And Redefy the one to get one, but Alec caught with his flash out is going to be taken out, and that Molly's going to come out. Do they block it? They do.
They
but
block it, but unfortunately, Miami has other plans. Even though they're relying on that Molly a little bit, EMU was not able to trade out the other kills.
So it's looking like, okay, Miami, unlike Lotus, where, you know, we on defense, we wanted those 5v5 retakes because our retakes were really good. On something like Bind, where Miami are just backing up so much. I mean, we invested Yorwall in that. We invested, I believe, Brimall in that as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, what's going on in chat? Hello? Did you see that?
What?
Well, I'm not repeating it. But, yeah, we see so much of this coming out, and it's just so hard for EMU to push these short areas. So, but Miami, back to their usual. We're going B long. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Prawn. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
It looks like there is a Raze ult that goes live. I believe that was on Miami's side, but man, Santi is just on this judge. The bomb does get planted down, and
Oh, what
Wow.
a shot from Little Go. Okay, this Viper's getting bullied. I can't lie. Like, I can't lie. But again, Miami just going to back up into Garden, and now I'm wondering if they have... No, they're just going to Brim Molly from Garden, but moment that tap goes out, there's no ult from Brim for this round, but that Molly is still going to be dangerous. It actually is going to come out a little prematurely, but that Molly from our own Brim is going to try and stop this push from Miami. And there's only going to be one left. He's going to be taken out. And the moment that these Miami players are left util-less, there's nothing that they can do. So they're playing this really poorly, but it's just up to us to adapt to it.
it's the Miami special. Plant and back.
Back up.
Back up. I don't know how they keep winning these rounds. I don't know what EMU can do, really. And I feel like we're having the opposite problem of what we usually have. I feel like usually EMU is so aggressive, so overly aggressive, but whatever's happening at post-plant, EMU's not being aggressive. They're being very calculated to a point where we're giving out so much time for them to line up their utility and make, like, easy plays, right? Prepared plays and not thinking on their feet.
Yeah, but the moment that the utility is used up, I think that's when EMU can actually crutch on them. So the moment that there's no more mollies, there's no more like anything, or like sky dogs, whatever, that's the moment that they pounce. But again, it's going to be a 5-man take from Miami. They're going to get plant down, and finally this Viper's pick is going to come down a minute and 22 seconds into the round. And it's up to EMU to retake this, and we already talked about their retakes. But it looks like with this Viper pit, Miami players are actually going to be able to play on site this time around. And a Fatal is going to come out from EMU as well as Gecko. And that Fatal is going to disrupt any kind of sound they could have.
It doesn't look like we find anything with that ult, but the Raze does end up taking out Redefy. We do take out the Viper.
So that pit is going to end up going down, but it's up to Vlad in this position to take out anyone who peeks from U-Haul. But Santi, the one to actually get the pick, blinded by his own breach. They see these players, but time is ticking. And there's nothing that they can do. They don't have time. This round is going to Miami, Ohio as the last round in the half, making it 4-8.
Miami of Ohio have just prepared so well for this map. Those mollies are coming in perfectly on time. That molly was just even though they were wiped out, that molly did the job that they needed to do.
Yeah, and it's just the fact that we have switched sides, I think is very okay. A timeout coming up from Miami, but yeah, I don't know. Looking
Dude,
at
these timeouts from Miami make no sense. I don't know what's going.
I don't know.
Why call a timeout at the beginning of a half?
Okay, that's not a question for me. I can't answer that. Don't ask me questions like that. But yeah, I don't know. It's just it is better that we are on attack now. I mean, they can brim molly the night plan all they want, but they can't do it to stop us. To stop us for too long now. But yeah, I think literally last half. I mean, it's in the past now. But last half, all they did was util dump until literally there's nothing that we could do. And as long as if we try to push that, we would panic. And what would we do? We would just get shot. It becomes an aim duel at that point, which honestly, we won a lot of them. But I mean, there's really nothing that you can do at that point as like, you know, they're sky flashing you, they're brim mollying you, they're brim alting you, they got a Viper molly as well. So it's just that combination of util that really brought us down. But going to defense, or going to attack, my apologies. Going to attack, I'm really looking for some more performance from all of these players, actually. The scoreboard is not looking too pretty. But, I mean, Little goes on top on Deadlock. That should show you the state of this game right now.
I want to see some playmaking from Alec, right? He's on a champion, sorry, on an agent.
Whoa.
He's on an agent.
Whoa.
He's on an agent that has a lot of playmaking ability, especially on offense. He can make some moves. So I'm hoping that he starts really going off and leading EMU back into this game.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard the talk of his Yoru. I've seen his Yoru in these scrims, and it's this playing against in an actual match. I feel like the pressure might be getting to them, is what it feels like. Or at least they were prepared to go against a comp that has freaking 3 mollies and a nade. So it's like, of course, this is making me hate. But are you okay?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, going into the game, we'll just ignore that. But the Sky is going to get this information that EMU players are long. They're actually looking to make a Miami play of themselves. They're going to execute this site, but not get any hookah control. But Little Go, actually the one, ooh, what a shot from Samlon. Little Go to want to take out this Viper. Again, the first blood in the round is going to be that Viper. But yeah.
We'll see. It looks like Miami is going to go some CT. They are on side. They're able to get one off. It looks like it's going to be a 3v4. Flashes come out. This Raze is on kill. We were able to take her out. We do get taken out. It's all down to Brim with
such little HP.
Such little HP.
Yeah, and there's nothing that they can do. The round is going to go to Miami, and it's already not looking like a favorable half for EMU. And I mean, any round is recoverable. Any round is winnable, especially when you switch the half. But if it's an 8-4 score and you've got the team that's up taking the pistol, I mean, first of all, I mean, it's not, no, 4-9 is not pretty, right?
No.
But that pressure is going to get to their heads. They're going to say, okay, we lost pistol when we were down in the half. I mean, what are we going to do? It's like, do we want to force? Do we want to, what can we change? And it's going to get in their heads.
I mean, to be honest, that round wasn't lost due to utility usage. And to be honest, they were like, Miami was pretty behind. It was gun duels. They lost gun duels. We had the pistols, the initial pistol. We just didn't do a good job. But we'll see. We're pushing A here, right? Unfortunately, we get first taken out. It is a save round, so I'm not hugely worried about it. It's going to be interesting after this round what EMU can bring back into this game.
Now, I wonder, I'm starting to feel like maybe we should be playing the Viper on this comp. We're doing these 2 smokes that actually resemble, this one I wish I had my Epic pen. We're doing these 2 smokes short that resemble the Viper wall you can do, that let you cross into U-Haul, but it also denies information. Like, Miami does not know that we have players, or that we could have players making our way to U-Haul, which is why they're going to stack this site. They have 3 people on a site, even though EMU is so backed up right now.
Did Voa purchase a Stinger?
He might have. Or it might have been Alex.
It could have been Alex.
I feel like Alec would have had. It's Alex Stinger. But
Okay.
yeah, because I know that he likes buying it. He's confident with it as well. I mean, Stinger, best gun in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You stand by that opinion?
Yes, I say that every time I have a guest.
It looks like Breach all is trying to come out. Fade comes out. They don't destroy it immediately, so they do. EMU knows where they are, but unfortunately, Breach or Brim does take out our Deadlock. Bomb does go down, but it is going to be a 3v4 defend from EMU.
And really nothing but a Ghost, a Classic, and a Stinger. And they're going to note the Stinger U-Haul, get rid of it immediately. But Redefy, the one with a headshot from the Ghost, the Stinger's not getting any value. Okay, I just said it was best gun in the game. Didn't get any value this round.
I mean, we did take away, what, 2 guns?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, we are talking about util uses here from Miami. Like, I know we didn't mention a lot from last round, but I don't even think it matters if they have guns or not going into the third. They're just going to util dump. Like, the moment that we tap that bomb, boom, Viper Molly, boom, Brim Molly, boom, Gecko. It's like, I don't know. They're going to use so much util to deny the plan, I feel like, depending on who they have. And they're just stacking the site. They have B. They have Viper and Raze for B. They're going to get information that we're here with Sky. And then they might util dump us then. It's just stuff like that that's going to scare EMU, actually, into not taking space.
We'll see. I don't know what kind of practice we've been getting. I don't know if we've been getting practice with this much util dump on the map, but it looks like we are pushing up long here pretty hard. There's 2 people from Miami on this side. Sky does end up taking down, and the Brim does end up taking down our Deadlock as well.
Samlon has been a shooter today. I mean, first the Guardian, and now this guy's just tapping heads left and right. Redefy cannot match his pace as he gets taken out as well.
Miami's getting aggressive. They're getting so aggressive. We're not able to match their pace. We do end up getting 2 on site, but it gets immediately traded out by a Sheriff.
A Sheriff from no one else but Comfy. I mean, if
Yeah.
I'm in that guy's position, I'm mad that I was like first blood like every single round last half. It's like, oh, we got the Viper ult this round. Okay, let's use it, and then you just first blood every single time.
It looks like there is going to be a timeout from EMU. And look, Comfy has not had the best time, right, on the
Yeah.
map, on specifically on Bind, but the impact his
Yeah.
utility is having is tremendous.
I mean, not even just the utility. That guy has been clicking heads as well as this guy.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know. It's just what can EMU do at this point with, I mean, what's the score? 4-11?
4-10.
4-10. Okay, it's
Yeah.
4-10. There's 2 rounds until match point on Miami's side.
Oh,
Okay, it's 4-11. 1 round. Okay, see?
Yeah.
I know these things. But yeah, so it's going to be 4-11, 1 round until Miami. This timeout is going to be actually really crucial. Because if Miami get to match point, I mean, that's overtime guaranteed. That's going to get in the heads of EMU players. They're going to say, okay, 1 more for Miami, but it's 8 more for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to be honest, let's be real. We've been in this position before.
Okay, we have been in this position before.
Right.
Okay,
We've been in this
okay.
position before, and we've come all the way back. Right? Was it Kent State?
Don't ask me these things. Listen, when I cast, I just black out. I black out. But I think it was.
Yeah.
On Ascent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was. So it is. Look, is it improbable? Yes. Right.
Is it doable?
Is it doable?
Yes.
Yes.
Yay! But like, yeah. As they said, you force till you win. That's what they said after
that
that
what
round.
they
That's what they
said?
said. They forced till you win. So, or forced till you lose. I don't know. They're hopeful people. But yeah, I mean, speaking of which, we don't have the best guns, but we're working with what we got to try and prevent Miami from getting to this match point. And we got 5 players from Miami going up short on the fence.
What
I
would be
mean, this map is
crazy-
flipped.
Yeah, it would be crazy if we would have gone through. It looks like the Fade ult is coming out. The
A
Gecko ult-
5-man ult
the
coming
Gecko,
from.
yeah, the Gecko ult is also coming out. Breach is gonna stun out, and
It's not going to look good for a 5-man Fade ult coming out from EMU. And what does it get? A round win for Miami. Like,
you don't have to be that negative. That's crazy.
I'm sorry. I think it did give EMU a lot of confidence to just go for those kills, but it does come down, like you said, to these aim duels. Yeah, and that's I mean, like these Miami players, they're deafened, they're decayed. I mean, you have that Fade voice line that says there's 5 pinged. So you go for that, and what do? You get shot. You get shot, you die. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it comes down to these aim duels.
I'm not sure if it's a mental thing right now, but unfortunately, EMU is just not shooting as straight as Miami. Going into this round, we have half a bye, technically, I guess, while Miami is pretty rich. It's 12-4, match point. EMU doesn't have a choice. It looks like EMU is trying to bum rush through shower.
Yeah, we got 3 people shower and 2 short. Now, Brim is going to be the only player on A, but these Miami players are quickly realizing that their EMU does not have a plan to take the B site, so they're going to be pushing this lobby area. And Vlad, the one who's going to meet, unless he doesn't, he just recovers the gun. He's going to decide to back up and play his life, as these EMU players do need to, but this Fade and this Yoru are going to meet in cave, and the moment that Santi looks away, he gets taken out and timinged. But yeah, these Miami players are just lurking around the map.
They're being extremely aggressive. They weren't this aggressive last map. It's specifically on this map. Deadlock does put out that ult. Deadlock does capture somebody, so that should be a kill. Miami is all on. Is that on T side? As we get that kill, it's going to be a 3v4 retake for Miami. The Sky ult does come out. We are able to figure that out. The Sky does end up taking down Redefy. It's going to be a 3v3 retake now for Miami.
Yeah, Redefy was in position to have that Molly lineup, but now it's a 3v3 retake match point for Miami. And it depends on these few picks. Little Goat's going to take out that Sky, but Comfy taking out Yoru in return, and it's one man standing for EMU, and they are not able to keep the map going, keep the map alive, and as I say that, their playoff dreams are crumbling.
Well, okay, it's not over.
Okay, but I'm saying it's very hard for them to make playoffs now.
Yeah,
especially, okay, we were going off a round differential as well.
Yeah.
So this loss for 13, I mean, that negates our 9 plus 9.
It does negate the +9, but I believe we're still ahead of the rest of the teams.
Oh,
right?
definitely, yeah.
The +9 just is a positive number, so we focus on that.
Yeah.
But it does put us above the rest. So we'll see. I mean, look, this was a tough match, right? We had a super close map 1. We unfortunately didn't have a really good map 2, right? It looks like Alex struggles. We have Deadlock at the top, and as you said, that should say something. Right?
Yeah.
Redefy didn't have the best of maps, and it just looks like we just got outslayed. Their Raze was on a different level this map.
Yeah, it wasn't even just their Raze. I mean, we saw some crazy shots from Samuel. I mean, that 2K, the Guardian clutch, was insane. And it's just, there's a lot that could be said about the map, but I think it really does genuinely just come down to gunfights at this point. From, like, all that, after all that util is used, it does come down to gunfights. And today, Miami was just the winner of that. And I start to wonder if the pressure of playoffs is getting to them. I mean, we only have 2 matches after this next week.
Look, Miami's a good team.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, they were number 5
and 3.
They're
yeah. They are 5 and 3. So I wouldn't count us out yet. We have 2 matches coming up that are super winnable, especially if we destroy these teams. We would be really ahead, right?
Yeah.
And vying for that number 8 spot. So I wouldn't say it's the end of the road.
I'm not saying it's the end of the road. I'm just saying the road has gone
pretty gloomy.
The road has gone a little bumpy, okay?
Yeah,
It's gone a little bumpy.
And at the end of the day, I was super excited for today because Miami was such an important match, right? But at the end of the day, Miami is a super good team. They're in the top half of this league. They're definitely going to be making playoffs, and we just weren't prepared today.
Yeah.
I felt like our mental was down after that map 1, and that's what really hurt us.
Yeah.
Not only was the utility usage from Miami super good, right? They had all the mollies, and I would assume mine is a defensive-sided map, and we lost that pretty handedly.
Yeah.
So just being dejected from that, we weren't able to recover on the offensive side of the map, and obviously we didn't have as much util as much pre-ban defense as Miami did.
Yeah.
So bad second map, unfortunately, but the hope is still alive.
Yeah, I do think Miami played defense how we should have. They were flanking us every round. They were getting rid of our Brim lineup. But I mean, that's all in the past now as we do take the 0-2 loss. But we do still, again, we were talking about, we do still have chance at playoffs. But going into the schedule, we can see our last 2 games, actually, of the season coming up next week. On Tuesday, we got Bowling Green at hopefully 8 instead of 8:30 like today. And then that same week, next week, Thursday, we got our last game, Buffalo. And we are needed both of these games in a pretty good fashion to keep our round differential and to also keep us in playoffs contention.
Yeah, no, look, I was hopeful for today. Right?
Yeah.
I was hoping we would win against Miami.
Yeah.
But I knew going in it was going to be a very tough match, right?
Yeah.
But the next 2 matches are very winnable.
They are very
right?
winnable. Yeah.
Either these teams are on par with us, or I would say even slightly below us, right? So these 2 next matches are going to be so important to get that round differential back up to what it was before playing Miami. And I'm so hopeful. I really think we can make it. right? And I really hope they make it. We have some seniors on this team that I would like them to go to Cedar Point and experience the ESC playoffs for the first time. And I want it. I want it for this team so bad.
I've never heard you say that before.
I told you, I'm turning a leaf.
You are.
Positivity.
Dude, you like sucked the positivity out of me, and I got like negativity out of it. We like switched out of it. Yeah. I'm saying, oh, the team's crumbling. The playoffs are crumbling. Yeah. But
sure.
yeah, I mean, off of that note, what else can you say about the match other than trying to hype up the extra ones? See, he's alive. See, it's okay. Just want to make sure. Yeah.
Yeah. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. Unfortunately, today we took the loss, but we're very hopeful going forward, and the next match is going to be very important. I hope you guys tune in and watch the Valorant team play again next week.
All right. We'll see you then.